the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true.
Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 1427. Back again, doing it live. 1427. We got PaulsEgo back again. Welcome back, Paul.
Howdy. 1427 episodes.
Yes.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah. That's crazy amount of episodes right there. You're starting to reach Seinfeld levels of episodes.
Yeah, I'm going to make a new intro. It's going to be like... Bow, 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 bow. We're going to change the name. It's going to be the What is the Deal podcast.
What is the deal? I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, what is the deal? Everyone, please like the stream. And if you want to ask us questions or comments, Streamlabs is the best way to do it. It's pinned in the top of the chat right there. Thank you.
Very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us the donations now.
Did you ever see the Seinfeld AI that was on Twitch? It got...
Yeah.
Yeah, the clip where it somehow it ended up saying transphobic stuff and got banned.
Yeah.
It's like, did that just happen organically? Like, how did that happen?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be weird. It's going to be weird like the first time an AI is openly prejudiced about something.
Yeah.
Starts making those types of fucking calls.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the kind of AI that reacts to the chat, because they had like a Trump versus Biden AI that would react to the chat and they would respond to it. But I have...
Yeah.
You, bro.
Oh, see, you're getting love already.
Oh, I think you
From Revan. Yeah. So I had a request that I thought was a good idea. Someone was like, hey, do you remember that video where Brett came across a car crash on the freeway? And they wanted you to hear it, because I don't know if you've heard it, because it was from like a year ago.
I've been retired from the Keenology game for a while, so I don't think I've heard it.
Okay. Yeah, you still...
Yeah, it's a new one on me.
Yes, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love it. See,
I already do. The Good Samaritan Brett strikes again.
Yep.
Dude.
It's okay to relapse every now and then.
Yeah. I'm fine. I can totally take a fucking hit or two, and it's
Yeah.
I'll be right back off it.
Yeah. I can quit when I want to.
I can quit whenever I want, man.
Oh my God. All right. Let's see. Oh, here it is. All right.
Individual situation.
Check out that beautiful asshole.
The individual Brett Keane segment situation.
All right.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Get ready.
I was going out with a girl named Susan. This was before I met my wife.
This is before he started using the GIF of his head going like this.
Is it? So he's actually talking in this one?
I don't know, but it's a different video either way. But he does have the fake microphone.
What is up with that, dude? I don't understand this at all.
No.
I didn't have sex with her or anything like that. It was just a woman that was around my age.
See, when he makes it a point to go there, when I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, he probably did have sex with her.
Yeah. I mean, Brett, I don't know, man. Like this whole, anytime he starts a story from back in the day, My bullshit alarm just starts going off.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a Susan, bro. I don't think there was ever a Susan. I think Dorn was the first woman to ever look at Brett and give him any kind of fucking play. I don't think there was a Susan.
Didn't he have another woman in some of his videos for a little while?
Well, oh yeah, Bonacy. Yeah.
Okay.
Bonacy was, but that was like things were on the rocks with Dorn at that point.
I see.
You know.
Okay.
Like I think he was on the outs with Dorn for a while, and Bonacy was in the picture. But yeah, that's how I remember it anyway.
So he pulled a little tail in his day.
Maybe you're right about that.
He's the stallion after all.
That is true.
I think she was a couple of years older than me, actually. I think she was about 19, 20 years old, and it's still around this time period. And I told her, I don't know how I'm going to get to work. I don't know how I'm going to be able to get anything done now that, the vehicle's fucked up, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to get around to getting it repaired.
So pretty much like par for the course for Brett Keane. Like, oh, I can't do nothing. I can't work. I can't get nothing repaired. I can't do nothing. So basically, like, he was trying to move in on Susie just like he did Dorn. He was trying to get Susie to go like, I'll pay for it, Brett.
Exactly.
He said, well, I will talk to my mother and see if we can work something out. Susan was a real sweetheart. She was really, really good, but she wasn't really...
She was really good. Yeah. That's the best way to describe someone you actually knew, right?
Yeah, she was really good.
Really good.
Dating material.
That paints a very clear picture of her in my mind. You know what I mean?
Definitely real. Definitely a real person.
Definitely a story that's just like brimming over with detail,
Well, she was more of just a girl who liked me. I liked her. I found her attractive, and she found me attractive, but we were more like friends than actually having any kind of romantic relationship. What the fuck did we know about romance anyway? I sure didn't. I was just a kid, basically, just trying to get by. So I didn't know much about her mother. I didn't know what type of person her mother was. But her mother turned out to be an alcoholic.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It's the Great Fatsby.
Right. The Great Fatsby.
Not the kind of alcoholic that, comes in at 3 a.m, beats the shit out of her daughter kind of thing. Her and Susan got along just fine, I found out. But her mother would make some really shitty decisions. And one of those things was drinking and driving. And this was what was offered to me. If I want to get to work, then I got to get in the passenger seat or the back seat of this car.
So he's being forced to get into a car with a drunk person.
Well, the only thing I could do, loser, big fucking loser that I am, I can't take care of himself. And this is like, I guess if I'm gonna get to work, I'm gonna get in a car with a drunk bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I couldn't figure out a bus. Couldn't figure out how to catch a bus in a situation.
In order to get to work, in order to make money, to be able to help my sick mother pay bills.
Oh, God.
So I found myself in a pretty fucked up position. None of my religious family members were going to get me to work. Nobody was going to help me fix the vehicle. And I really didn't want to be in a vehicle with a drunk driver, but I did. I had to do something in order to make money. And my mother was so sick that she never got around to tell.
I don't buy this. I don't buy this.
Oh,
sole breadwinner Brett just doing what he had to do to work. I don't buy this. He was leeching.
It gets crazy.
He was leeching.
It's. I don't believe any of this actually happened.
Telling me this is a bad idea or terrible. I kind of sensed it was. So you all at this point are probably realizing, oh no, Brett, something fucked up happened, didn't it? It did. It did, as it eventually will always happen if you get in a vehicle with a drug addict or an alcoholic. So I got in with her, and several times we made it just fine. We hit a couple curves, had a sign or two.
Several times? So we did this several times? Well, what does he mean by several times we made it just fine?
A sloppy drunk bitch just would get real wasted driving to work, and several times it was all right. Hit a few curbs, hit a few signs.
But I always managed to get to work and save up money and all that, and I'd have to pay this woman gas and all that, no problem.
I had plenty of that on hand, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he probably is bloated.
But there was one time where I had to stay over.
You can't eat like a boxed dinner diet without being farty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anything that comes in a box and you got to boil something and then throw a powder on it and eat it, it's going to make you farty. You know what I mean? There's a lot of different stuff your gut's going to have to work through in that. So,
do you think that's why he lays on his belly to like push it out?
Probably just so he can spread the cheeks so that he can hiss them out so that they're not making big flappy noises when they come out. You know what I mean? He's sneaking them out.
Yeah.
And the woman basically stayed out in the parking lot waiting for me, and apparently she had brought alcohol with her and she was drinking her ass off. So about 2 hours go by, she's waiting for me out there in the heat, and I'm finally let go. It's finally time to leave the job. I get in the vehicle, and it's starting to get dark now. Usually we drove during the day. So now we've got an alcoholic woman who's drunk, who's now going to be driving at nighttime. And for some reason, this woman felt like that she was so fucking drunk, she decided she wanted to take a back road instead of the main roads that we usually took, because she felt like she was so fucked up that she could not take the main roads, and she didn't want to get pulled.
Drive her car. See, this is what I'm not understanding.
Exactly.
Like, why wouldn't you just go like, hey, bitch, you're pretty fucking drunk. Can I just drive your car? Like, what was the problem with that?
He never explains that.
Pulled over by cops. So she takes me out on this back road, and she starts driving really fast.
You can almost hear him making it up, like as he goes. You can hear his brain, like, she takes me, you just hear like him quandering the whole fucking lie.
Yeah,
he didn't even that's how lazy he is. He doesn't even make up the lie before he starts recording. He's just like, I'm going to make up a big egregious lie about a drunk bitch. All right, here we go. I'll make it up as I go along in the situation.
Oh, my God.
She said that the reason why she was driving fast is because she wanted to get through this ordeal as quickly as possible.
I think those burps that he does where he acts like he's like he always does that. And I think that's a manatee tick. For when he's making up a lie.
Okay, so it's not him clearing his throat or acid reflux.
Well, I think it's something that he does. I think it's something that he does. Like he's stifling a burp.
Okay.
And I think it's when there's a lie about to come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before cops see her. So I was like, all right, but she kept on going faster and faster, and then we ended up taking another road, but now that road it wasn't made out of asphalt or concrete anymore. It was we were on gravel, and she was flying on that road.
Aren't roads normally dirt, if anything?
Okay, so
gravel?
I've lived in some bumpkin ass shit, right? And when you're in the country, if you're taking the country roads, if you go onto gravel, that's what we call somebody's driveway.
Yes. A gravel is usually someone's driveway, not the highway.
An access road for a farm or some shit. It's not, dude. There are no gravel fucking roads in America anymore. There really are not, dude.
Yeah.
Not main roads where people are going to be driving. Unless you're way up in the mountains on some weird pass or something, you're not going to run into any gravel on a marked American road. So this is a bullshit story.
sadly, the vehicle, as it's tearing through the gravel, she ends up taking a swift left on a curve that almost seems like a corner, and we went barreling off of...
What is it with these lolcows getting lost? Because the last time I was on here, you showed me Shani and Rev, like, literally lost in some sort of, like, non-Euclidean train maze.
Yes.
Just, like, driving in circles and shit. Like, why are they always lost out in the middle of nowhere? You know what I mean?
Good question. Maybe that's why they usually just stay home. I don't know.
Isn't Cyrax that way, too? Isn't, like, Cyrax not allowed to go very far from his house because they're afraid he's just going to wander off and disappear?
Probably. He's very small, so someone could probably just, like, put him in a duffel bag and run away with him.
Dude, I've been lolcow binging, Ben. I've been watching my favorite new lolcow.
Who's that?
And I don't know. I hope he's not a friend of the show. Dude, RTU Streams or whatever his name is. Review Tech. Rich from Review Tech.
I mean, like, I've never had, like, a problem with him, but I haven't spoken with him in a very long time. But I heard he went, like, right wing or something.
No, he's just having a fucking meltdown, bro.
Yeah, he, like, deleted his channel and shit.
He deleted his 1 million subscriber channel, which was probably just, like, making $500 or $600 a month passively, I would imagine.
Sure.
With the amount of big videos he had. Deleted that, and then, like, got into a bunch of beef with Keemstar, which always works out well for the other person.
Yes.
I can see why people beef with Keemstar, but Keemstar ended up finding some mistress of his, and, like, it contradicted stories about when he said he and his wife were together, and then, like, a sex tape of him, like, revenge porn dropped.
Oh,
which
my
sucks.
God. Yeah.
But then he denied it. And then they found the girl that he sent it to and brought her on the show. And then he had to admit it. He just, like, had a whole loop. He's definitely, like, become a lolcow, in my opinion. I think he admits, because he won't stop. What he needs to do is, like, you know how it is, like, pull the plug for a couple months. Yeah. Pull the plug for a couple months. Reassess your shit and come back and ban anybody that mentions anything, right?
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
how I would handle it.
He should at least, like, stop feeding, because he definitely feeds. But yeah, we had him on DP, like, probably in, like, 2018, 2019, so, like, once or twice, you know?
He wasn't always like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I just think this is a recent thing. And look, dude, my opinion, not the opinion of the Drunken Peasants podcast, but RTU has become a lolcow. He's getting milked.
And that's happened before. Like, he's always been kind of adjacent to it. So, yeah, I think, he is.
And then I've been kind of like, even though they're right wing and kind of like cringily religious, I've been watching Kino Casino with Worski. I kind of like I like the energy that they bring to the drama shit. And they go after a lot of right wing people too, so I can get in on that as well.
Yeah. We had Andy on back when he first started Kino Casino.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Here's where Brett's story just completely
it's about to go off the rails.
Yes.
Embankment, and the car flipped several times.
So this car he was in went off an embankment and flipped
on a
several
gravel
times.
road.
Yes.
Okay. So they're both dead.
Oh, Brett has no visible injuries from this horrific car wreck, and it gets worse too.
We're both died in a situation because people don't survive shit like that. You know what I mean? And there you go.
And we ended up going basically the roof into a creek.
Into the water.
It was about, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 feet. Shit. So now we got water filling up in the car.
It's like an action movie. They're in the car underwater, water slowly filling up into the car.
I'm sinking in a mud situation. My seatbelt situation is stuck. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, and then what happened next, dude? Did the T-Rex take his foot off of the car? You know what I mean? And let the fucking mud stop coming in? What happened?
A UFO appeared and beamed them out of the water. No, it's even less believable than that.
Luckily, the windows were open, and shit, there was a lot of pressure. Unfortunately, even though it wasn't like a river or something, it was still enough to cause the vehicle to move around a little bit.
By the way, shout outs to King Cobra in the chat. Got to give the king.
Cobes is in the chat.
Yeah.
In the water.
He's the man.
And I was curious about how the fuck I was going to get out because the roof was caved in. So there was very...
So how was your neck not broken when the roof of the...
Because he's made of jello, dude. He just formed to the fucking squished car.
Okay.
Barely any kind of space to be able to get under there. Even though, lucky for me, whenever I was younger, I was a lot more slim.
Not when he was younger, whenever he was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever,
yeah. Has he ever used the term when?
I don't believe so.
Does he know it's a term that he can do?
Yeah, you don't have to say whenever. You can stop when the when...
When is just like, fine. You can say when I was a child, not, whenever.
Yeah. Drop the ever, and it'll be fine.
Thinner. So I managed to, after a little while...
He was thinner.
I remember hearing these instructions from somebody. I don't remember who, but they said that you got to kind of wait until the vehicle fills up with water before you try to get out. Because if you try getting out while the water's coming in, it'll just push you back into the vehicle. So I had to sit there calmly.
I remember my Navy SEAL vehicle extrication under the water training, and all the man creates a vacuum in the situation.
Like, dude, this is such horse shit. You would be deader than a doornail if you flipped your car with a drunk bitch driving it into a muddy river, dude. You wouldn't even be alive.
Right. Yeah,
Nobody believes this.
He even said the roof was all caved in. That would have, like, crunched your neck. It would have, like, broke your neck.
Yeah, because he claims he's like 6'1" or 6'2" or some shit. So, yeah, he's a big dude. He's back in the back of the car with his neck broken. Yeah, right, dude.
Do my thing. So the water fills in. It's freezing fucking cold. And I ended up finally going underwater. And it took me a few times because it was really dark and shit. There was still some light from the headlights. It was like one of the headlights was still working, so you could see kind of this fog light effect in the water. But it was still scary.
I've seen this
dark
movie
water.
Too a bunch of times.
I wasn't sure if
he's
the
just
bitch was dead or
describing
not.
every movie. He's just describing every movie where a car flips into the water.
Just only one of the headlights was working, and it cast an eerie glow in the murk. As I could see myself, I could feel my body losing energy, and I could see I was blacking out in the situation. But I had to think fast.
It's like, nobody believes this, Brett. This is fucking retarded.
I didn't know if I was sharing the vehicle with a dead woman. So I crawled out. Finally, I'm soaking wet. And I make myself up onto land, which is completely covered in mud and broken sticks and shit like that from the vehicle smashing everything. And I look back and I see the water kind of coming up a little bit more, and I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, this woman's probably dead or knocked the fuck out or drowning as we speak. So I went back to her door.
To the her door?
On it, and I guess her door was so fucking broke and so messed up from the accident that it was loose. And I was able to actually yank.
He ripped the door off of the hinges.
Yeah, I got a sudden burst of strength, and I ripped the door from its hinges.
Give me a break, dude.
Dude, he put this out there like it's... I don't know. Does he think he fools anybody?
Yes. I think he thinks that people believe that he just was sitting on this fucking horrendous accident that happened to him for like the last 19 years he's been a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And just today,
I just remembered something. I almost died in a hideous, horrible car accident. Saved a woman's life.
you know what I mean? Come on, dude.
Remember the old story with the crazy woman that like knocked on his door and he like wrapped her in a blanket? Yeah. Yeah.
A good Samaritan Brett strikes again, dude.
Yep. This is like action hero Brett right here.
Yeah.
Get off. The water hadn't come so high that it covered her door. So the door was loose and I was able to literally yank it and it kind of fell off to the side. It was still hanging on by some metal, but it was like hanging to the side. And she's hanging upside down in the inner driver's side. Luckily for her, she was at least intelligent enough to have a seatbelt on. I didn't, but she did.
Okay.
And she survived the wreck.
Well, didn't you survive too?
But she was fucked up, not just by...
She was more fucked up than you, but she had a seatbelt on and you didn't? So how was that smarter?
I really don't know. What is the moral of this weird story?
Brett is a hero.
Do whatever you can to not have to take responsibility for your own transportation.
Drunk, but also from the car accident. Looked like she slit her leg wide open. I don't know if some glass came down or something and cut her leg, but I found myself in a pretty rough-ass position because in order to get her out of the vehicle, I would have to squat down, I'd have to unseatbelt her, and then I would have to have my arms under her somehow at the same time to try to carry her. But she was a full-grown woman, and I'm a thin young man.
Oh, that's how...
It's sad what happened to RDU. He got really depressed and is going through a midlife crisis.
Yep.
He used to say he never feeds trolls, now he can't stop. He's made some big mistakes. It's sad.
I mean,
also, Paul, I'm wondering, have you heard from the True Scotsman?
No, not the True Scotsman.
The True
no,
Scotsman!
I've not heard from that man since last I was in the Highlands. But no, yeah, I mean, I wish that I had the capacity. I mean, it's like whatever, like on a human level, you know, it's sad, but when somebody's broadcasting themselves, it's not like Kino Casino and LOLCow Live or like kicking in some dude's door and filming him in this squalor, you know what I mean? Like he keeps broadcasting it, you know what I mean? So it kind of like removes any kind of sympathy I've got. Let's stop broadcasting it.
Your mom just sent me some food. Thank you, your mom. They did a treat stream order. Have you ever heard of treat stream before?
No, but you're going to tell me what that is. I'm going to add it to my stream immediately.
Okay.
Is it where they can send you food from DoorDash and shit?
Yeah. Like, I think they go through Grubhub. And what you do is you like log in through your channel, like through your YouTube account, and you go to like the different places in your area and you set up like meals, and then it gives you a link and you post that and they use it and it gets sent to you, you know.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's actually cool. I'm going to do that. I'm going to set it up.
It is pretty amazing.
I'm going to set it up and I'm just going to select pizza. So that people just send me pizza all day.
I do like pizza. Dude, there's a new place out here. It's called Moto Pizza, and it's like changing the pizza game out here.
Not Mod Pizza.
No, Moto Pizza.
Moto. So they added an O. Okay.
It's not even close to the same as... I'll show it to you in a minute here.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure if I could carry her fucking weight or not, but I went ahead and figured I better do something because the water's filling up and it's going to end up going over her head and she won't be able to do anything about it. So eventually I pulled the seatbelt. She came crashing down into my fucking arms, but I blocked her so her head wouldn't like just slam right off the fucking smashed in roof. And I pulled her out. It was more of a kind of a drag type of deal as opposed to a carry. I did eventually get her up on her, get her up in like a bending position, and then I realized that she wasn't able to walk because her leg was messed up.
Hey, you ever watch those true crime things?
Yes.
Brett is offering tons and tons of surreptitious detail
Yes.
This can be indicative of deception.
Yeah, he's adding too much detail. You know,
I was like, my left arm was over her right side in the situation, and I was kind of dragging her by grabbing on her left side, but it was more of a carry, but more of a drag carry. And on the left-hand side of the car, the wheel was just above the water. Remember that? It's just like, oh, dude, come on. You're making it up, bro. What a hero he is, dude.
Yeah, this is straight out of like the action movie that he probably sees himself in his own mind.
Bro.
Yep.
I put my arm under her legs and then one under her back and the back of her neck, and I carried her, and I had to bring her uphill onto the road. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a nightmare because this was a back road where there wasn't very many homes or houses or anything like that. It took a great deal of time for us to find somebody that was willing to help us. We had to knock on a door, but I could swear we were out there for a few hours before we were able to find anybody. Luckily, she wasn't more fucked up than what she was. She was bleeding pretty bad, but I think that she made a tourniquet out of a piece of her shirt or something.
She made her own tourniquet?
Leg. But after that,
dude, what are they? So, are you guys a pair of fucking spies, Navy SEALs, or what the fuck is going on here? She tourniqueted her own leg.
Yes, after almost drowning in a car and being in a rollover car wreck going off an embankment. Yes. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Event, I decided, fuck that. I'm never going to get into a vehicle with a drunk driver again. I am never going to get in a vehicle with people who do drugs or alcohol. This is ridiculous. And eventually I would end up losing the fucking job because she didn't have a car anymore and my car was fucked. So that was that.
All right. There you have it.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I'm speechless.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a legendary video that you missed during your off time from Keenology.
I was driving around with a drunken bitch. And she flipped the car into a ditch. Started drowning as the water poured in. Thought I'd never see a bowl of mac again. But good thing that I'm a hero. I saved that drunken bitch. Come on, dude. Nobody believes it. Nobody ever fucking believes it. There's no way this happened. The bitch did not tourniquet her own leg.
Yeah.
I mean, like...
You know another way that you know for sure that he's lying? He said he was thin at this point.
Yeah. He's not thin.
I don't know. I don't know if
he's not. I don't think he was ever thin, dude.
Right.
The earliest picture we've ever seen of him, he was fatter than shit.
Yes.
So, you know, I don't know what era of his life this was in, but this is bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
There would be, because like, here's the thing. That would be a news story.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Locally, I don't even care. Like, they're in some podunk shithole town. 2 people roll into a ditch and the man saves the woman's life and blah, blah, blah. That'd be a big ass fucking story in the newspaper. And we'd be able to verify this. I mean, they would have put his name in there, the whole 9, bro. There's just no fucking way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
This would have been discovered. Too many people have poured over Brett's past and shit for this to have slipped the net. So it's just like, and you got to ask yourself, like, what's the psychology behind making up something like this about yourself? It's just like a need for people to respect you.
For some reason, Brett is good at like reinventing himself and collecting a new island of misfit toys every so often.
That's true.
And that's probably who he's speaking to most of all when he does these, because he knows most people hate watch him, and then there's like the people who do buy his bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think you're probably right about that. That's good insight. he's probably like not even really making these for us. He's probably making them more for like, because who knows? That's the thing with Brett, is that he's always got like some seedy underbelly community. You know what I mean? Where he's off on some other website, like we're over on, loudspeaker.com/the stallion. You know what I mean? He's got like, somehow he's got like 15 fucking idiots over there.
Yes.
That are just like, he'll bring them into a panel, and each one of them, they sound like more brain dead than the last. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Literal cave people.
He lost J-Dubs to Von Helton, and I guess J-Dubs has like has had like a bunch of DUIs and stuff. I don't know.
No, not J-Dubs.
Yeah.
That stable fucking individual there, J-Dubs. And he lost J-Dubs to that toothless bastard Von Helton.
Yeah, Von Helton's mom died, and Von Helton moved out of his shithole trailer into his mom's house because he got like all of her stuff.
So he's living large now.
Yeah, I mean, for Von Helton for sure. And then he had another guy, I can't remember his name, but Brett had a new like crony. I can't remember his name right now. Someone will type it in the chat. It wasn't Paulie Morris. It wasn't Porm Jorm. Remember Porm Jorm?
Dude, release the tapes, Porm Jorm. After all this time, Porm Jorm, I know you're listening, you sick fuck. Release the tapes.
Do you think he's still
After
listening?
all this time. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Porm Jorm is, dude. You think he's stopped? No, Porm Jorm will never stop. Release the tapes, Porm Jorm. It's been long enough. We need to hear the schemes of the manatee behind the scenes. I want them all. Come on. What do I got to do? You need a Gorm Jorb?
You know who else is probably watching? Thursday Lane.
Who? Oh my God, bro. Don't even, bro. That fucking guy, bro, wants to sniff my buffalo beef cream in the worst way, bro. That's what he'll come in, and he has 92,000 alts. And he will, every last one of them is, may I please sniff your buffalo beef cream, white guy booty hole farts? And I'm just like, Thursday? I actually had to have a talk with him one time. I was like, Thursday, stop. Listen to me. But please, I just need it. I was like, no. We're going to have a conversation first before the buffalo beef cream. And I got him to listen, right? And I was like, what you do is real creepy, dude. It's creepy to be followed around and have you want to sniff my asshole all the time. And I'm not going to let you do it. And so I would appreciate it if you'd stop. And he'd be like, well, I'll stop tonight, I guess. And he left. And then he was back 2 days later. He just doesn't, like, he doesn't get it. It never sinks in with Thursday. Please. He gets all fucking whiny for it, dude. It's crazy, but whatever. It brings him a little joy, and it doesn't hurt me any to ban him all over. But I just hope Thursday I don't hear please from outside my property line one day. You know what I mean? Just like somebody out by the garage going, please. That's not gonna be good, dude.
I want to sniff the gas of a cream-colored gentleman.
Oh my God, yes. I would like to sniff your ranch dressing farts and have you rub your ranch dressing farts on my brown funnel noodle. What?
I did pick
man.
I picked another manatee video. We probably won't watch the whole thing, but I want to play a little bit of it. This is some of his new stuff. This is like,
oh, okay.
Because the one we just watched was like 2 years ago. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. Look at his intro.
Very music too. Oh, is that Justin?
I heard him and Justin aren't buddies anymore, so I don't know. It might just be some royalty-free shit that he got.
Oh, Justin finally figured out that he was a fucking fat loser and he cut ties with him.
He made a whole video like talking about how his family like never talks to him, or like his extended family, or like his like his brother and his whoever else is like
sisters or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Everyone else, please use the Streamlabs link pinned in the top of the chat. Send us your comments. $5 TTS. It distracts us. We have to respond to it. So, dude, this intro is so long.
I'm going to tell you guys right now that if I don't get a Jared Genesis giggle, I'm going to fucking die tonight.
A 102?
Okay? I'm going to need a 102 tonight at some point, or else.
God, it's so... Okay.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane from God TV Radio. I hope you're all having a wonderful day.
Dude, almost
also,
20 years of this.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy, but what I don't remember his earliest content. So
see, I do, man. Like he and and then later TJ were the people that got me into it in 2016. He was doing that from the very first days of YouTube in 2015. And his content was very much the same.
Do you mean 2005?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah, sorry.
just making sure. Just making sure.
Because we're coming up on 20. I was just fucking underselling the fucking time. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 2005.
Yeah.
2006 is when I started making videos. And Brett was one of the first people I watched. And so he's been doing this for damn near 20 years with pretty much the same views the whole time.
Huh. He didn't get like really good views back in the day?
I mean, he got better than but good views back in the day might have been 100 or 200 people. Huh. You know what I mean? Like if you had 200 subscribers back in the very early days of YouTube, dude, that was big swagger shit.
Yeah.
So he probably had about the same amount of fucking 200 people watching him for the last 20 years.
Subscribe to me on x.com/Brett Keane Show. Also, make sure you check out my community section on YouTube. I'll be adding some cool stuff there. And don't forget to check out my radio station on Spotify as well as Amazon Music.
As well as.
Oh, yeah. So today we're going to talk about some politics, and I'm going to answer some questions that some people have had. And I'm also going to talk a little bit about my personal life, so it may be a longer than usual video.
Oh, goody.
Yeah. Got to get some shit off my chest.
Oh, great.
All right, so politically,
Dorn shits on his chest.
There's a lot of people out there on X as well as YouTube.
The visual on that
all over social media, liberals and Democrats who've been recording videos on TikTok, screaming and yelling and losing their fucking mind. People.
Do you think Dorn is done with his shit? Or do you think she's like a co-conspirator of his still? Do you think she's still like riding with Brett 100%, or do you think she's just sick of it now?
I don't know. Like they're about the same age, right?
Day, yeah, they're both about the same age, and they're both about the same age as me too. So, well, Brett is a couple years older than me.
I think he's like 58 or something.
No, he's not that old, bro.
56?
No, I'm 44. This is the thing with Brett, dude. He looks fucking almost 20 years older than he is. I'm 44. I think Brett's 48. I think Brett was born in 77 or 78.
Oh, you know what? I fucked up. I meant 48 and I said 58.
Okay.
I realized that. I realized me and Brett are like within high school age range of one another.
Yeah.
Because I'm 43. So.
Right. So we're right. So he's a couple years older than us. And I think Dorn's the same age. And I got to imagine, because I remember back in the earlier days of his channel, she had a channel and she would be in his videos. There was like a Dorn Speaks channel.
Be nice in the comments or we'll block you.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't fuck around in the comments. We're watching, bitch. She had her own thing going on. And now, like, you never hear or see Dorn, and he doesn't ever mention Dorn hardly. Like,
interesting. I think him and Xavier collab in some ways. I think.
I thought him and Xavier had a fucking falling out.
I don't.
Maybe that's old lore now.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Xavier's ex-girlfriend like went into like a DP fan group and spilled a bunch of tea in there.
Yeah.
So
I saw some of that. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah. I'm going to go. I need to turn on my front light because I guess I'm getting a delivery. So I'm going to do that really quick and I'll be right back.
Yeah,
and I'll just leave
go
you
ahead,
with
buddy.
the people. I'll be right back.
All right. Brett. Dude. It's you know what, dude? When you space out the Brett Keane, it's a lot easier to deal with for me as a retired Keenologist. What's up, DP? How we doing? How's everybody feeling tonight? Yeehaw. I'll be moving to a new bunker soon. I'm not telling people where, but I'll be moving to a new bunker soon. Traveling Paul. Getting back on the road again. Listen, somebody's going to have to drop that fucking Genesis giggle or else I'm going to be very sad. I need a Jared Genesis giggle. You hate moving. I don't really like it either, but I like the end result of it. Let's just put it this way. I'm not going to be spending another fucking summer in 110 degree fucking horrifying weather. All right. So, yeah, the moving part sucks, but the end result is worth it for me at this point. Because fuck that, dude. The Central Valley of California is dying, man. I'm not even kidding you. It was fucking crazy this summer. Returning back to a fucking true desert is what's happening.
Republicans and conservatives and so on and so on.
And so on.
And
So
their
on and so
justification for it is because they don't like Trump, and if you support Trump, then you deserve to be harmed, according to these people. Some of them have it out for conservatives and Republicans. They think conservatives and Republicans are the worst thing ever. I hope you guys realize by now that I'm not really subscribed to the Democrats, liberals, or Republicans or conservatives.
I just
feel like
threatened to
the
leave
people who-
YouTube if Donald Trump loses in the situation.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Whatever,
call
bro.
themselves Republican that are actually politicians do not represent me and never have. I don't think that they talk a lot of shit, but they don't actually endorse or support my ideas or put any of my thoughts to action. So I consider them just mouth breathers who take my taxes as well as yours.
As well as.
And then there's the Democrat
You don't pay,
side.
dude. You don't pay any fucking taxes.
Taxes
Brad.
pay him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're taking up my fucking disability benefits in the situation.
Consider them the same way. I consider it a while back that liberals and Democrats actually did something good. They had guys like John F. Kennedy, but the government killed him because he wanted to make huge changes in the government.
Dude, I feel like I have this, Brett, like one of the things about covering Brett is that he's a microcosm of yourself. Because he's so close to me in age, I kind of struggle with this same problem. All of his references, I feel like all his references to the world are pulled from the 80s. From like JFK movies and Steven Seagal references.
Megadeth. He always talks about Megadeth.
Yep. And as I get older, like I don't know if you feel the same way, but like I listen to a lot of that old shit. I retreat back to the old and golden stuff and watch the old movies, but I try and like listen to new shit too. And I think Brett is a dude that has not listened to new shit in fucking like 30 years.
Probably.
And I think he was already, because think about it, dude. when did Brett start showing himself on camera? Probably
I want
like
Brett
2000.
Keane to transform into a giant manatee like how Ganondorf turns into Ganon at the end of Ocarina of Time. And he would also be in the Potato N64 graphics.
That would be sweet.
I would, I'd tune in for that.
What were you saying though?
I can't remember now.
It happens to me.
What the fuck was I saying?
Brett Keane showing himself. When did he show himself?
Oh yeah, so like 2008 or something. 2007 is when he started like showing himself and stuff.
Yeah.
I would imagine that like. Fuck it, dude. I don't even remember what my point was, dude. Fuck it.
It happens to me all the time.
Dude, I know that donation stuff, because we do them too, dude. The donation stuff is, but I just hate how like bloop, they pop up and I'm not saying don't send donations. Just saying I'm bitching about a streamer problem, because it just like you go like, oh, a donation, and then you forget what the fuck you were talking about because you smoke weed all day.
To get out all the corruption, all the evil, and the swamp turned on him, and they led him down a road, basically.
Oh, yeah. Brett Keane's old references. Yeah. He's just like stuff. He's stuck in the 80s. Like when he started showing himself, he was like slick back hair, long trench coat.
Teeth?
Yeah. Actual teeth. Yeah. Multiple teeth in his mouth that were real. But like his look was already 10 years old, 10 years behind the times. You know what I mean?
He had the backwards Kangol hat that he would wear
for a long time, dude. Yeah, that was a wild one. The white backwards Kangol era of Brett.
Yeah.
Underappreciated era of old Brett Keane, because he was really feeling himself during that time. You know what I mean? Because he was probably making a little bit of money on YouTube.
Rest in peace, Salt Truckers was awesome. I meet some really great people in there. Thanks a lot, Paul. I've been working on something I'd like to talk to both of yins about. You know how to reach me. THX again, Ben, for having me in with the King Cobra.
Behind on the stream,
oh shit!
But did you guys see that Brett reached out to Stephen Baldwin and implied
yes,
that Brett was on chemo back in the day?
Yeah,
so now Brett's got a cancer arc.
Yeah, and he apologized to Stephen Baldwin.
The Swamp Thing turns against him. Situation. He's friends with that John Constantine individual, as well as allegedly Batman.
As well as allegedly. True. Yeah. Holy shit. But yeah. Brett made a video like apologizing to Steve. Do you remember the Stephen Baldwin feud?
I do. I remember that incident. It was probably like the most fame that Brett ever touched. Getting in a beef with like third string celebrity Stephen Baldwin at that point.
And vulnerable. And on television, they killed the president of the United States for all to see, just like they tried to do to Trump.
I don't think it was live on TV. I think there was like a film of it, but I don't think it was live on TV, the Kennedy assassination.
No, you're talking about the Zapruder film that was filmed by
a person who was there.
Yeah, a person was there taking a home movie of it.
So yeah, did Brett just say the Kennedy assassination was on live TV? Like,
they shot. Well, I mean, like, okay, they showed the Zapruder film eventually on live TV, but it wasn't like it took like.
No, his death was confirmed before the film was played.
Oh yeah, everybody knew he was dead before anybody even knew there was a film.
Right. Yeah.
They knew that they were broadcasting him live. I don't know if many of you knew this, but did you know that when CNN was filming Donald Trump, it was the first time in years since they actually recorded one of his rallies?
No way! That's not true at all. There are people from CNN that followed Trump to all of his rallies.
Every one of his rallies was covered by the mainstream media.
Yes.
That's why he did them.
Yes. And he loves the crowds. He loves the crowd of people that adore him. He loves that. They love his dance. Yeah, his like.
Oh yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
yeah.
Dun. You know Trump's hairdo. Like it's a 70s hairdo.
Yes.
That's a 70s pompadour hairdo. So like in the same way that like Brett is stuck in the 80s because he thinks that like life is an eternal lost boys. You know what I mean? Like he thinks he's one of the lost boys. I think Trump is stuck in like the late 60s, early 70s.
He is. That's true.
I think he peaked there, and like that's just because that dance he's doing,
yeah,
that's some disco shit.
Exactly. You know the big suits that he wears, like the oversized suits, and his hair. If you notice, he has it like go over the top of his ears. You know,
that's very 70s.
Yep.
Isn't it weird that just a coincidence that on the day that someone was going to attempt to blow his brains out on live television.
By the power of money, I command you to forget what you were saying.
The power of Grayskull.
Oh, hey, Ben, what's up? What am I doing here? What's going on?
It's a mind eraser.
And just happened.
And you can only give Paul his memory back if you send a 102.
Yeah, dude. The only thing that'll bring it back is Jared Genesis giggling for endless minutes.
Yes.
In that particular rally at that particular time. Recording what was happening. It just kind of makes you wonder, did they know something? Did they know something was up? Did they think they were going to get a scoop? You know, the biggest scoop of their life, Donald Trump, the apprentice. You know, the leader that they all call Hitler.
This is just like a provably false fucking. This is like, I can understand you want to like have a conspiracy. Oh shit.
They just said come.
What were we talking about? No, fucking. You like this is like because on the face of it,
someone to be stuck in. What decade do you think you'll be stuck in the future? I'm probably going to be stuck in the 2000s.
The 90s.
Yeah, basically.
I'll be one of those cringy old men that's like, dude, radical, man, moo, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I'll be in the 90s.
Do you remember?
They're already playing 90s music on classic rock stations.
Bro. Oh, yeah, they play like grunge on classic rock. Grunge is classic rock now.
Kill me, dude. No, it isn't.
For sure.
Fascist was gonna
grunge is forever
blown off on stage. Was that what they were there for? What else for? I
think they were there because they're always there because he's Donald Trump and he was the front runner for the presidency. That's why they were there for. See, it's like that's.
Oh shit!
Oh no. Oh, what's happened?
I don't know who did that because it scrambled their name, but thank you so much, whoever you are.
Yeah, thank you. You sowed your own poison, dude.
I don't know why it does that sometimes. We'll go to this view.
Maybe the person. Oh, God. The torture session has begun. And he is such a disturbing looking guy.
He is.
And that's coming from a guy with 3 chins. You know what I mean? Like,
I hate
a fucking weird looking guy.
I hate stereotyping people by how they look, but he does kind of have a PDF file kind of look about him.
Yeah, he looks like a fiddler on the roof.
Yeah.
He does. Looks like he lurks near bus stops and train stations. So, like, what's the status of Jared since he's gonna giggle his way through the whole thing?
I guess I could.
Like, is he are his parents still like supporting him, or is he off on his own now, or what's going on?
Oh no, he's definitely not off on his own. He would die on his own. I mean, we can do a little check-in. I
mean, I don't want to force the meme, but I'm looking at the guy and I'm wondering what the fuck has become of him, you know?
Not much has changed, by the way.
Same old.
Yeah, we'll check in with him. You know, he really hates James Rolfe and Metal Jesus Rocks. He hates those two people so much.
On the roof.
Huh? Diddler on the roof.
I mean, true.
Yeah, he hates retro gaming YouTubers because that's one of the things he really wanted to be. And like people who succeed in the things he's interested in, he really is like insanely jealous of them. And like those are the people he talks shit about in his videos and all that stuff.
So he's like a giant seething, coping beta male is basically.
Yeah.
Dude. That whines about everything.
Yes. I would say that's accurate. We can see what he did. I mean, we've done a lot of Brett already, so we can definitely, check something else out.
Well, thanks, Keith Dickens, if that's true, if it was you. Thank you for that. For that 102.
Yeah.
That, you know what? I actually prefer Giggling Jared to the Manatee.
I don't know why Streamlabs scrambles some people's names. I don't know if maybe it's the way they're logging into it or something. Because usually it just shows whatever their YouTube name is. So I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know why it does that. So yeah, here's actually. Oh, here it is. All right. Yeah, here's Jared. A happy Thanksgiving wishes from Jared. Okay, so Jared can't wear a shirt with like a collar on it. He has to cut the sleeves and the collars off of all of his t-shirts, and that's what makes them start to fall apart. He has almost no clothing. I'm surprised he's wearing a shirt. He usually is not wearing a shirt in his videos.
So wait a minute. Why? So they want, because like nobody buys him shirts?
I think when he gets shirts, he cuts them up with a dull pair of scissors and fucks them up, and then the shirts just start to unravel. Over like either
okay.
I see he tried to like safety pin over on our left side if you look near his shoulder.
Well, he was probably showing a little too much cleavage when that flap was open.
Kind of a dumb voice and always trying to score chicks. Dude, he's a dark ending for Butthead.
Yeah, it's true. And here's another thing. If you look at all of the posters in like magazine, these are magazine clippings. People call them stickers, but they're not. They're magazine clippings. A lot of these magazines are like 20, 30 years old. Like old he definitely lives in a hoarder house, kind of like Chris Chan. And these are old vintage magazine clippings. And if you notice, he won't cut them out like straight. He'll like make them all like the edges all weird. He can't like cut straight.
It's like it's like a kid did it. So
yes.
he probably did that shit when he was 10. Is this his childhood bedroom?
As much as I want to believe that, unfortunately it's not. He moved here not too long ago, and I don't know why he did. I don't know, because he was getting trolled into oblivion. So I don't know if like the like IRL trolling made him move, or if it was.
So do you think he meticulously moved when he moved, took down all of these vintage clippings and brought them with him and put them back up in a specific configuration so that he could like recreate his childhood bedroom kind of thing?
Maybe.
I'm not gonna lie to you, like looking at his back wall, I didn't have like that much shit in my bedroom, but I would do that sometimes. Like I would get like a gaming magazine that had a cool picture in it, and I'd cut it out and like pin it on my wall over by my bed. You know what I mean? And so I probably had some of this stuff, and it's like, this almost feels like a deliberate attempt to keep your environment safe and childlike, like you were when you were a teenager. Like, is this just like a dude that peaked early and now doesn't know how to function as an older guy? And like, because dude, he's got to be our age, right? He's got Parappa the Rappa back there. He's got to be like 40.
He's 38, I think.
Okay, so he's in the zone.
Yeah. You heard how he went. Did I tell you how he went to like the martial arts school of the Green Power Ranger and got his ass kicked there, trying to like talk like, okay, all right. Just
you told me that last time I was on. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it blows my fucking mind that he would even think he could fight.
Right.
Like who told him he could fight?
He has delusions of grandeur. Like he thinks he's really good at a lot of things. He calls himself a bodybuilder. His channel is called Jared Juggernaut Fitness.
And fitness Big Mac in his mouth. Like what?
I don't know.
Like what?
Yeah.
Like what? Like I mean, I guess
he thinks he's ripped.
Yeah, he thinks he's a Chad, but he's wearing a fucking ripped safety pinned Nickelodeon T-shirt with a Parappa the Rappa poster. You know what I mean? Like, imagine you're 38 and you're living in your childhood bedroom with all the same decorations.
Yeah.
All the same toys and blankets and T-shirts
it's
that you
mental.
had when you were because here's what I think is going on with those shirts. I'm looking at that shirt, Ben. I think that shirt, I think the reason he does this to his shirt is because when you and take this from a dude that keeps shirts way too fucking long. When the first thing that starts to go on a shirt is the collar.
Yes.
It starts to fray, and then the sleeves, right? And the hem of it, right? Obviously, the edges of the garment start to fray. So it looks like to me, in order to keep wearing his favorite Nickelodeon T-shirt, vintage Nickelodeon T-shirt from the early 2000s, he's just cut away all the sweat stains and rips and moth-eaten parts and had his mom safety pin it together for him.
Yes.
He's basically, this is like the lowest of the low right here. I can't imagine as a man in our culture being lower than this, like living with your parents in your childhood bed. That's a twin bed back there, dude.
It's not even that. It's like a mattress on the floor. And like I think it's even smaller than a twin bed. I think
that's a single.
Do you see where his pillow is? There's not bed under that. He like built like a pillow tower.
Oh, you're right. You can see on the other side how narrow. That's a single bed, Ben.
Yep. And he's probably like 6'1" or so, you know?
That's a bed that a child would sleep on. Like you'd literally have, I'm not even kidding.
Oh no, I know.
When your kid comes out of the crib and gets their first bed,
yes,
it's a single bed.
Yes. Not even a twin.
Not even a twin. Yeah, you upgrade. If you're lucky, you upgrade to a twin when you're a teenager. You know what I mean? And you need a little extra fucking growing room. He's sleeping on a 10-year-old's bed in a 10-year-old's bedroom, wearing a 10-year-old's shirt.
Yeah. Nicktoons.
I can't even like Nicktoons, dude.
Yeah.
What on, guys? It's Jared Genesis here. So, just wanted to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving, bro. Even though things are crazy in the world right now, my fucking fan is like making me look like Ryu after he won a match in Street Fighter 2. The fucking wind blowing on me and shit, all glorious like.
Ryu would rather be caught dead than fucking wearing a Nickelodeon shirt stapled together by his mom, bro.
He'd be wearing a Nickelodeon gi.
Nobody, when that fan blew your shirt a little bit, was thinking like, damn, is that Ryu? That's how he sees himself. He's a video game character.
Well, he thinks he's a martial artist, too. He's a martial artist, a bodybuilder, and a retro gaming YouTuber. And the funniest thing ever is he does sometimes do videos where he plays games, and he doesn't know how to do it well. Like, he uses, like, browser-based emulators to play these games, and he doesn't know how to frame it right or anything. Also, he sucks at the games so bad.
Really?
Oh, yes.
So he can't even play like the old good games?
Not really. He'll get like stuck in a game and just like he'll get stuck in like the first level of a game, or like he can't get past the first level. Like it happens all the time. It's not just like
that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not even bragging, but you throw on like an old Mario game and I could probably, get pretty far in it on the first life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think he played like one of the Bugs Bunny games for NES, and he could not get through the first level. And what was it? Clock Tower. He was playing a game.
Oh,
and he kept getting stuck.
Because that game requires you to like read things.
Yeah.
Like you got to stop and like read the little notes you find and like use context clues. So it's definitely I don't blame him, dude, because that's definitely an 11 and up. That's an 11 and up.
Yeah.
It's rated 11 and up. And he's clearly, judging from what I'm looking at here, he's 9.
Yeah.
Oh,
he'll do like a thing where he reads a book and he'll read like Dr. Seuss or something like that.
Yeah.
That's
crazy, dude.
Anyways, on a serious note, though, yeah, tensions are very high right now. And as much as I hate to say it, I mean, we pretty much are on the verge of nuclear warfare.
Dude, okay, hold on. I just had a fucking empathy flash, bro. Can you imagine you're Jared Genesis's dad and you just walking down the hall, right? And you walk past your son's room, your son that's 38, and he's wearing a rag that his mom stapled together because he refuses to admit that he's a grown adult, right? Yeah. You're walking by his room, right? And you overhear him going like, yeah, tensions are high in the world right now. We're really on the precipice of nuclear war, Like, would you be able to resist the urge to slam that door open and go, how the fuck would you know anything that's going on?
I'd be like, what the fuck are you, a political analyst or something?
Yeah, dude. Like, you've had a fucking dirty sheet over your fucking window since you moved in here. How do you know what's going on outside this room?
But he's bigger than his dad. His dad's like super old. It's kind of like a Chris Chan situation. Because his dad is super old.
So it's elder abuse. So he's like, he's this big, giant, flabby toddler that's like terrorizing these two old, decrepit people.
Yes.
Into keeping, like, feeding him nuggets and shit.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Because they got to be feeding him, like, just garbage for him to be this fat.
I know.
You know what I mean? He's got to be like.
I know a few people that got into his DMs to, like, get him to say dumb shit. And he told them that he was a bodybuilder and that he eats like 6,000 calories a day or something.
Well, I believe he eats 6,000 calories a day. I just don't think he's lifting anything other than like, the controller.
Did I show you the video of him with like the 2-pound weights? Acting like he's all ripped.
Yeah, like straining with them. Yeah. Well, that was in that music video you played me, the Jared Genesis creepy music video. That they used that over and over with him lifting the 2 little fucking lame ass weights.
So I encourage you guys to stay prepped and ready and all that good jazz. But
he's not prepped at all.
Man.
But you saw the thing where he threatened to beat his dad's ass, right?
I'm a real man.
Yeah. So yeah, he was screaming at his dad.
With that said, I hope you guys still have a great one.
Dude, you know what he's prepped for? If aliens come to the planet and they're allergic to 1990s video game ads, you know what I mean? He'll have the greatest arsenal of fucking anti-alien weaponry on the planet. Otherwise, he's not prepared for a fucking fart that like has a little shit in it. I don't think.
From your childhood, but Jesus Christ, everything I have is from working. I had help, yes, but I'm not stuck in 1997.
Bro, I even if you're like, dude,
this. Yes,
no,
inspiration of what not to.
Yes, absolutely, dude. I don't care if you've got some cool shit from your child. I have some shit in here that like probably people my age wouldn't have. You know what I mean? But. I don't have kids, and I do what I want too. That is not this. Jared is on a dude. He's on a whole nother level, and I really got to think that there. I mean, this is if you look at a NEET, most of them are living better than this.
He's King NEET. He's like the king of the NEETs.
Yeah, I mean, most of them are less cringy than this.
Yes.
They like. At least have the wherewithal to like dress up and put on clean clothes and stuff before they turn on and like make their room kind of look like it's cool back there. You know what I mean? He just does not give a fuck, bro. Nope. That flaming dragon at the head of his bed is wild, Ben. That has to be something he got from the gas station for like $6 back in '92, man. That is, I haven't seen something like that since the '90s.
Yep.
It would be weird and gross. Okay. Would you brave the stench to take a look at Jared Genesis's room and like excavate the types of things that are in there? Would you feel like safe, or would you like rather not?
I would rather not, because I've seen what the floor looks
not
like
in there. If I knew he wasn't going to come rampaging in there, I think it would be, because I would suit up, bro. I put on a double kitchen gloves, you know what I mean? Pop, pop, get the paper suit, get the fucking N95 mask on, right? And I'd go in there and I'd fucking root around. I bet there's some wild shit in there, bro.
Oh, he's a hoarder, so there's like shit all over the floor and everything, and like there's those big tubs, you know, that people move shit in, like people store shit in.
Yeah.
He has like a stack of those. So he's got all kinds of weird shit. He has toys. He used to have a TV, but he broke it. Yeah, he's got
I
a
bet
bunch
there's
of
some wild stuff in that house, though.
Probably.
Because if his whole, like, usually, not just, because I'm assuming the whole family is hoarding if he's living like that.
Probably, but I think to a lesser extent. I think he's like the kind of hoarder that hoards garbage and shit. And some hoarders like hoard like antiques, you know, like
doesn't he piss in bottles and stuff just like audibly, just like jugs?
He accidentally drank his own piss one time. He did.
Did he say he did it?
Yes, he admitted it. He admitted it.
He admitted. Man,
I wonder if I can find that. I wonder if I have it.
I would have been Jared Genesis if my parents hadn't kicked me out of the house at fucking 18, bro. I would be sitting in my fucking sour smelling chair playing Ultima Online, wearing a raggedy fucking Nickelodeon t-shirt from when I was 12.
Yeah.
Dude, my parents saved me from neatdom.
I don't
think I would have been this bad, though.
Yeah, I would hope you're not this bad, especially, you know.
I think I would have been. Oh, yeah, the PDF file shit.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
I don't think that's a neat thing. I think that's just a fucking. Like, I got to be honest with you. I think Jared is so fucking incredibly sheltered and weird that I don't think he knows what the fuck is going on in the world. So I don't even think he can quantify a fantasy. It's like his dad busting in and haranguing him about the nuclear war he's talking about in this video. It's like, what would you know, dude, at this point?
That's what he needs. He needs his dad to go in there and be like, shut the fuck up, you loser. Like,
dude,
something like that.
Somebody needs to hook his dad up with Dr. Phil. Dude, can you imagine Jared on Dr. Phil? Like,
what the hell is wrong with you?
I'm going to tell you something. We sent a team into your room, and it was vile, disgusting, and inhumane. It was more like a barred animal was living in there. How does that make you feel?
He'd just be like, where's that cash me outside bitch? You know what I'm saying?
You're just a fucking beta.
Yeah.
You're a hater and a beta.
Life sucks. There's really nothing you can do about it. Unfortunately, people suck. The world sucks. Like, let's just keep it a buck here. And unfortunately, America got themselves into this mess, but that's for another video. I'm not gonna rant your ear off on that shit. But yeah, I hope you guys have an epic holidays. You know what I'm saying? Eat lots of epic food.
What are you gonna eat, Jared?
Watch your football games. I personally can't really stand sports myself. I get really irritated whenever I watch shit like football.
You have a really short attention span, so you can't really watch much of anything. Like he has no attention span at all.
Yeah, and this is sad too, because he's basically just kind of in a roundabout way saying that, like, on Thanksgiving he's going to be sitting right where he is, probably eating like a fucking nuggy meal or some shit. You know what I mean? And looking at the fucking, and it's like, on one hand, that's sad, but on the other hand, fuck him. He's capable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he could do something.
I don't know, dude.
He could at least like help around the house at the very minimum.
Yeah, clean up his own fucking room.
Yeah.
I guess I never really got into that crap, but you know what? If that's your thing, have at it, bro. Enjoy your family. Something again that I do not partake in.
Whoa, say. He's just like a hermit in his house where other people live, but he mostly is just like alone in this weird room.
Dude, we gotta get some fucking documentary filmmaker to just tell his parents, like, you can kick him the fuck out in the street, right? And then just film the whole thing, dude.
He kills roaches with his bare hands. He'll be like, you'll hear him like slapping the table, and then he's like, oh, it was a German cockroach. That's what he always says, a German cockroach.
What's the nationality of the roach have to do with it?
I have no idea.
Because I'll be honest with you guys,
that is wild that he just reached off the screen and put on a dirty, disgusting, floppy,
fedora,
ill-fitting fedora.
Yeah.
To go with his safety-pinned Nickelodeon t-shirt.
Yes.
Family, it's one of those things where you don't get to choose them. So, unfortunately, as you grow older, you also grow a lot of differences. And I do wish my family the very best. I don't
I'm gonna
really
guess,
see most of them.
you know what, dude? I bet I can read minds right here. You want me to read a mind? Because he's being very vague about the differences with his family. I bet it has something to do with the fact that you're 38 and you're still living the life that you were living when you were 10. I'm going to guess that is the source of all of your family problems. And that if you would mend that everything about your family would probably be mended. Dude, he's gone.
Yeah.
And,
look at him.
I don't really plan to, but
Well, I bet what's going to happen if they don't really plan on paying your bills anymore?
That would be interesting.
What's going to happen when your parents die and can't pay your bills anymore?
Yeah, we've speculated on that, and people have come up with, like he might inherit everything. I don't know where, like, if they even have like a will of any kind, because he does have a sister too. So I don't know how that will go, but yeah, maybe he. It's funny. He says that he can live off the grid. He would not last a week. It'd be ridiculous, but
I don't think this dude could go for a fucking stroll around his back garden without stubbing his toe and needing mommy to come and doctor it with some fucking, medical tape or something. I don't think this dude would survive 5 seconds in the sun. Look at him. He looks like coming from another pale guy, but Jesus Christ, man. He's a day walker. He's in full day. Like, look at those eye sockets, bro.
Yeah, dude. He has like some bulging ass eyes. When he was screaming, "I'm a real man," his eyeballs were like popping out of his face when he was doing it.
See, we need to go there. Here's the thing. Put together some money. Let's go do a documentary and let's make him. So he says he's a weightlifter. Right?
Yes.
So we pick him up. We pay him a flat rate, right? We're gonna pay you, and it's got to be something he can't say no to. It's gonna have to like give him Domino's for like a month. Right?
Oh, if I showed up, he would not do anything. He hates my guts.
Sure. So we gotta do a proxy situation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we have Cobes.
Cobes will not go anywhere near this guy because he's a sicko.
Cobes won't go undercover.
No,
and do
Cobes wants
and help
nothing.
Us take down the sicko.
Cobes wants nothing to do with Jared Genesis.
All right,
like,
all right. No Cobes then.
Yeah. We need to send someone not recognizable because Cobes does not like.
Yeah,
Jared.
we'll have to get an agent. But it's like when we want to film a documentary about your YouTube career. You know what I mean?
He's very cautious because he's just been fucked with so hard.
He's been doxxed, I'm assuming.
Oh,
probably
sure.
a bunch.
Oh, yeah. There was actually a point where like his previous house that he lived in was like, it was like someone marked it as like a church on Google Maps.
So people would come looking for salvation or
It
whatever
was
the
like,
fuck.
I don't know. Someone got it like his address like listed as like a church or something stupid like that. And someone like uploaded a photo of it.
Bro.
Yeah, someone uploaded a photo of it and like put a fake sign out front. It was ridiculous.
Fuck?
Yeah, yeah, I don't go that hard. I wouldn't personally go to Jared's place cuz I'm against that. I don't know. But
yeah, no, I don't think anybody should be fucked with, but I'm saying like it's different to fuck with somebody and go there with like, hey, I'm shooting a documentary.
Oh yes, that's
right?
hilarious. That is hilarious.
And then we get him to do that. I would love to see him do like, you're a weightlifter, take him to a gym and just have him lift weights for 5 seconds.
Send Brett Keane to his house. How do we make that?
Oh. I don't know. I wouldn't rely. Brett Keane can't leave his house. He's agoraphobic in the situation.
Exactly.
So that creates a problem.
Yeah, that's another thing about Cobes. Cobes rarely leaves like his hometown. Like rarely.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's very comfortable.
Then we pick him up and we're just like, we're gonna try some. We're gonna try some stuff out, shoot some videos and stuff. And we take him out in the middle of nowhere and we're like, all right, you're off the grid.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like Jared thinks he can live off the grid, but
yeah. We're like, you're off the grid. And then we just stop talking to him and all we'll do is film him. You know what I mean? like the cameramen are like all bound to secrecy. We get in the van and drive away and the cameramen just stalk him through the woods, right? We see how he survives, right?
That would be insane.
Again, you can't choose who you're family with. That's
it would be
shitty
insane
thing,
because I think he would just sit down and cry right there. I don't even think he would go into the woods.
I don't think
it would be if we came back for him, like we would come back for him. You know, we'd come back for him like 3 hours because we know he's not going to last 10 minutes. So like 3 hours later, we're not going to let him starve. We got to pick him up because there's other things I want him to do. He's a fighter, right?
Yes. And we've had people that the thing that he does is he runs his mouth, but then he'll avoid ever actually interacting with anybody so that he never has to answer to anybody for what he says in the videos. So he never actually has to prove anything or do anything.
Well, that's because he feels like in this room right here, he's invincible.
Yes.
He's surrounded by all of the things of his childhood that made him feel good and safe. He's invincible in there. That's why in that moment of frustration when his dad told him, could you please shut the fuck up in there for 5 minutes? He turned around and dude, you saw blood in his eyes.
Yes.
He had to scream that he was a real man at his dad. If his dad would have walked in the room at that moment, I think that Jared would have pounced him and tried to kill him.
And that it would have been on a live video that would have never have gone away. So, yeah, that's...
He'd be dead in a matter of hours, Pay Dirt. He'd be dead in a matter of hours. Like, this dude would fucking trip, break a leg. A fucking coyote would come nearby. He wouldn't be able to summon the strength in his flabby arms to wave the coyote away. The coyote would eat him. That would be it.
Probably. Yeah, I've always wanted to see him in a position where he is getting interviewed. It's only happened like once and he left when the questions started being questions he didn't like. He left like immediately.
Oh yeah. See, but that shit is the shit. That would be easy for me because that shit is the least interesting shit. To me, the interesting shit is the claims.
Yes.
You said that you can lift shit. Let's see it. You said that your plan when your parents die is to go off the grid. Let's do it. Let's run through the plan, bro. Let's do a 3-day camping trip, which you lead. We'll go where you tell us to go, but you're going to be responsible for, like what we do in camp and how we do it. You know what I mean? You're going to show us how to be off grid. That would be dope, dude.
Oh my God. I wouldn't be able to stand being around him. It'd be fun to watch.
I could do it.
Oh God, I can't stand him.
Dude. I could do it.
People are talking about the jobs Jared has had. So if we trust what Jared says, which honestly, he admits a lot of things. Like I think he's honest to his own detriment a lot of times. But basically, he worked as a drum tutor at like a music store. He worked at Jack in the Box, and he worked at like a flower like gardening nursery center. And that's confirmed because someone found a news article of like this garden center, and there's a picture of him in it. He's like way thinner.
Damn, that's some deep lore.
Yeah.
So he basically he just didn't like the working world, and so he's probably one of these people that has come up with a bunch of excuses.
He doesn't follow society's rules, bro. All right, he's
fake ailments and like.
He marches to the beat of his own drum, bro. He marches to the beat of, you see Jared looking all awkward.
Where that is him?
Yeah, that is 100% him. 100%. This is from a while ago, so he's way thinner, and he's a pretty tall guy. And it says it's the Kingwood Gardens. I'm not going to scroll down. I mean, he's given away his real name so many times, but it's they mention his name in the caption here, and this is the town he used to live in, Kingwood. Huh. So yes, that is absolutely Jared. That's Jared. He's even like making like a awkward look at the camera. He had way more hair. Yeah. It wasn't gray yet. I mean, this is, he's probably in his 20s here.
That's crazy, dude.
Like early 20s.
You make the most of what you got in life, and
that hat looks straight up like something that a hobo in like an old 50s movie would be wearing. Howdy do, sir, passing through on the train. It's just like like he's gone to raggediness.
It's true.
He's let himself get fully raggedy.
Did I ever show you the video where Jared got his own stream terminated because he played porn on the stream? He got
no.
He got his own channel deleted. Okay, so Shabisky was trying to Shabisky was re-streaming Jared, who was streaming.
Oh, I did hear about this, and Jared tried to porn bomb Shabisky and get Shabisky's channel banned, but Shabisky was quick on the draw, and Jared's channel ended up getting banned for it.
Yes. And at the end, he's all like, "We got him, guys." He's all like laughing about it. And then
we got him.
yeah. It's so stupid. He finds victory in defeat. He convinces himself that even when he looks dumb and he loses, like he'll be like, "You know what? I was sick of YouTube anyway. Thanks for helping me out." He'll do something like that.
Yeah. Dude, this freeze frame looks like something out of a horror film, bro.
Do the most you can for people.
Sometimes the video downloading software that I use will kind of like scramble them a little bit.
It's just funny.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of people going hungry in the world right now, and it's good just to keep them in your thoughts and prayers. You know what I mean? And just do what you can also to maybe donate, if you can, to a charity that you trust, because there's a lot of bullshit out there, so be careful, but...
This is just like, did he put that hat on so he would feel more like a 40-year-old dad giving advice to people about how they should responsibly give during the holidays?
He does the hat thing. He wears a weird hat a lot. It's very strange.
But I just like once again, if I was his dad and I walked by the bedroom and I heard him going like, there's a lot of scams going out there. So ladies and gentlemen, listen. When you're going to donate responsibly, okay? And make sure it's with a charity that you trust. I would kick the door in and go, "What the fuck do you know about donating?
Right.
Your whole life is a donation from me."
Yeah.
Homeless people in America here and shit like that.
I think he needs to hear that, but they don't say that to him. He's the grumpy ogre that lives in their home that they just kind of like, and he eats their food. Seriously.
That's a nightmare, bro.
And you better not piss it off because it'll scream at you.
I'm sure there's some kind of charity, some kind of volunteer work you could even do if you like. Giving really is the greatest blessing. It is better to give than to receive. And I'm sorry to be such a corny asshole, but I can tell you guys firsthand that really is true. And a little bit really can go a long way. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people, bro, they're just, unlucky motherfuckers. And I've been there myself.
How?
And
how?
When he told mom that he was sick of spaghetti and she made spaghetti again, dude, times were hard, bro.
Stupid bitch, what am I even supposed to fucking eat today? Because I don't fucking tired of spaghetti.
He does bitch about the food that his parents buy and that they don't buy him like good enough food for his bodybuilding physique. So yes, yeah, yep.
Oh, dude, I gotta go take a leak. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
All way really can super make their day.
By the way, please like the stream if you haven't already, and if you want to toss us a couple dollars, you can. It's pinned right there at the top of the chat. Streamlabs way better than Super Chat because you're not paying Google, and most of the cash goes to the stream instead.
Give them a reason to keep going, basically, because I'll be real with you guys. A lot of people are very lonely, miserable during the holidays. It's very hard for a lot of people. And unfortunately, self-deletion around this time probably isn't that uncommon. So that's definitely another reason to try to help out if you can. You really could save somebody's life, bro, on some real shit. But anyways, guys, that's what I got for you. I know Thanksgiving isn't until 2 days. At least in America, but some of you guys are probably celebrating early. I know I did. Had some fucking turkey today, so I just thought I'd drop this banger video for y'all.
Banger video!
Yeah, I hope you guys have a great one, and stay tuned for more epic content from the Genesis. And we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Yeah, so another banger video. Yet another banger video, bro. Sorry, I'm like, oh, you're back. You're back.
I am back. Yeah.
My food delivery has arrived, so I'm gonna go grab it really quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go get it. Fucking Ben getting some good ass fucking food in the middle of all this. I've got a bean burrito. I could have a bean and cheese burrito if I wanted to. Oh, this is an extreme close-up right now. What's up, everybody? Whoa! From where? From this good-ass Mexican joint near me. Got some food there, and I didn't want the fucking bean burrito that I thought I wanted, and so I brought it home. Some fucking salsa. I could warm that up. I could warm that up if I get to going to getting hungry. Burrito bean, the best kind of burrito, dude. The bean and cheese burrito. Think I'll ever be on with Billy again? I'm always down to be on with whoever's on. The only person I think I would decline to be on with is well-known dictator and horrible, horrible committer of genocide Adolf Hitler. I think I might turn that down. I think that crosses the line a little bit, But otherwise, I don't think anybody like I don't think anybody ever fucking hurt anybody by having a fucking conversation with somebody. Yeah, that's where I draw the line. Queen Lilith is Hitler. The H-man. You know what I mean?
The H-man. Yeah, I got some nice tacos, you know, right here.
Dope.
Yeah.
Crispy.
Mm-hmm.
Crispity, crunchy, peanut buttery.
Oh, by the way, here's that pizza I was telling you about. It's so good, but it is unique. I'll show it to you. Where is it? Oh yeah, this video's from the pandemic when you had to order like 4 months ahead to get one of these pizzas.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It looks like the house from the movie.
Now they're so like this is from 3-4 years ago now, and now there's locations of this place all over the area. I think this was the only one. Yeah.
Glance out of place on this busy West Seattle block, but as it turns out, Moto Pizza is exactly where it's supposed to be.
Hey everybody! Thanks for coming. Appreciate you waiting.
This guy's the owner. He's like a pretty eccentric guy, interesting guy.
Yeah. Pretty
Yeah.
rich guy now, too.
Now, yes. It's insane.
You
Now he has like a fully automated system where like robots like fill the pans and everything. And like he said drone delivery is coming up soon. So I don't
drone drops, dude.
Yeah.
Pizza. A lot of people call it Detroit, but I like to call it odd pizza because it's a mix of all of the pizza that I experienced in my lifetime.
Lee Kindle is the self-described enthusiastic craftsman behind Moto Pizza. Maker of one of the most sought-after pies in town, Moto's online pre-orders sell out literally months in advance.
I think what makes my pizza special is it's really like no pizza you've ever had. It takes you on a journey.
It has like they have like pepperoni and only cheese and stuff, but then they have some like
it looks pretty good. I mean, it you know, I'm a pretty simple guy when it comes to pizza, man. I'm typically a traditional fucking New England, New Haven kind of Connecticut style pizza dude.
I like that too a lot.
I like that brick oven cheese pizza. But this looks like Detroit style, thick, kind of like that, or not Chicago, but yeah.
No,
more
you're
like
right
Detroit
on with
style.
Detroit style. That's why they call it
Yeah.
Moto. You know?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is what I like to say. It tells a story.
Yeah.
For Lee, the story of Moto Pizza begins
Anyway,
long
though,
before
yeah,
this restaurant opened. A passionate pizza
They
maker.
have
he was
one at the
experimenting with
mall in downtown Bellevue now. It just opened.
Oh, that's cool.
They have a Dick's in Bellevue now too.
Okay, Dave Portnoy, dude. Hey, listen. I've eaten a lot of fucking. I haven't eaten as much pizza as Portnoy. Okay, but I've eaten a lot of fucking pizza, chat. All right, you don't stack chins like that without eating a lot of fucking pizza, bro.
Every time I think about you and pizza, I think of the horrible stripper story. Because your mom baited you in with a pizza.
She did, yeah. I was pissed off too that there wasn't actually a pizza, and that it was only just a fucking weird stripper.
Yeah.
That's you know, that story is one of those stories that I don't blame people for not believing it, but I have people that would vouch that are still living. You know what I mean? That story was true and accurate. I have my memories of the story, but it is an unbelievable one. It really is. It's a wild one, man. My 21st birthday was crazy, man. I rang it in like no one else has ever rung in their 21st. You know, maybe Caligula rang in his. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So did you hear about Chris Chan?
I heard that Chris Chan was homeless for a while, living in a hotel. They got arrested. I haven't heard anything else.
All right.
What's the latest on?
So Chris Chan went to jail for 2 years and was never formally charged with anything. And then they were let out, and they had to move out on their own. and while they were in prison, they were getting letters from this woman from Finland. Okay. So when Chris Chan gets out, all of a sudden Chris Chan's living somewhere. We don't know where exactly Chris Chan is living.
Right.
And then we start noticing Chris Chan is all of a sudden learning how to like stream and get like donation alerts. And there's a whole team of people helping Chris Chan make merch to sell to people and shit. And then
so he's got like a little Chris Chan empire going on.
Yes, and they start seeing Christine Jesus Sonichu Prime. Jesus Christine Sonichu Prime. They start seeing them with a woman that looks like a little kid, but it's not. It's
that old chestnut. Yeah.
So Chris Chan has a girlfriend from Finland that looks like a little kid, but is like 30.
Oh, so she's got like that. I saw that.
This is a picture of her right here.
What the fuck? Okay. Yeah. So she's like, there's like some not social media, reality TV show, about a chick that has whatever the endocrine thing is, where you just never like grow up. I guess you never like, your body never grows up. Your brain does, but your body doesn't.
Yeah. And, there's a video that a lot of people are concerned about. I'll play it for you.
When the child is actually coming into play, or somewhere around that point, or I just might keep y'all in the dark and
so Chris Chan's talking about when a baby is going to be born.
Let y'all know it and wait till after the child is born.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that people with that disorder can't have children. I'm pretty sure it would be horrifyingly destructive to their bodies. So I'm not even sure I'm not. Is he talking about with this person, or is there other people in his life?
No, I don't. So the title of that video, which I got from Twitter, and I don't know if this is true, people are just speculating it. Chris Chan claims that his Finnish girlfriend Flutter, who's right here, is pregnant and due in this summertime. And Chris Chan did go to, Chris Chan's been in pictures at like numerous conventions with her, and I think they went to Finland together too.
Okay.
Yeah, see, here's another picture of her. She's like way smaller than Chris Chan. Here's a picture of them together at like a mall or something.
Okay, but she's all right, but like she's super okay. Yeah, so she just looks like she's 10.
Right. Yes.
I don't even fucking know. Yeah, dude, I don't know. So there might be a fucking Chris Chan baby.
Yes.
Coming.
Yeah, but you never know, like, the things Chris says, you don't know, like, what's delusion and what's reality. So, because, like, Chris Chan also said they banged their mom, but now claims that wasn't actually what happened. So, I don't know. It does say...
It is weird. It is weird that Christine was fucking locked up for 2 years with no charges. Yeah. That's quite strange.
Yeah, that did happen, and then they were dismissed. And I do think they were bouncing back and forth between jail and like mental hospital, because that shit's all public record, so people were tracking that, you know.
Right.
And it says here that people even saw Christine Jesus Sonichu Prime with this woman in Finland, in Helsinki, Finland.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Flutter here has money somehow, or they're making enough money with their little Chris Chan enterprise.
The Chris Chan empire.
Yep.
I don't know, man. Fucking what happens in Finland stays in Finland, I guess.
I don't
know.
know.
Is he in Finland?
I don't think so. But I don't know. I don't believe
Are
so.
they in Finland? I'm sorry.
No, yeah. No.
Misgender the Christian.
I'm pretty sure that Chris Chan is in Virginia, but they were in Finland together at one point. So
Chris is just kind of like teasing this idea that he's about to have a child with this person.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't. I hope it's a weird delusion in the dimensional merge or whatever. But
I mean, like, look, who the fuck is gonna stop him? You know what I mean? At this point.
Yeah.
The merge, maybe it's part of the merge. Who the fuck knows? I don't want to know personally, but I'm glad to dip my toe in every once in a while. Chris is one of those people where I've always felt like this monster was created by other people. Like whatever she's up to, whatever they're up to these days, I feel like it's very much the result of like intense psychological manipulation by a bunch of fucking people.
I think
over like 20 years.
I think bad parenting was also a part of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course. He was another one of these like late in life babies where his parents were fucking ancient, you know what I mean? And so that probably like didn't help, but I'm saying like, dude, some of the shit that people have put this person through, no matter what they've done, just for like the lulls and shit. I mean, I don't know how you separate that from this person's personality and stuff. So
in a way, like going to jail was the best thing that ever happened to them.
Well, it forced them to learn something outside. It's like having it would be probably the best thing that would ever happen to Jared Genesis too. And maybe that's how it'll end up, with his parents dying and somebody from the bank showing up and him fucking yelling at them and them calling the cops and fucking him getting arrested, you know? Who the fuck knows? But yeah, I mean, I think when you pointed it out earlier, maybe I didn't quite see it, but yeah, it's kind of like he's kind of like a low rent Chris Chan, you know?
In some ways, yes.
Because his like Chris Chan had way more decoration style, you know what I mean? And way more cool stuff too. He just has like old raggedy magazine clippings all over his walls.
Oh yeah, Chris Chan's shit was like cluttered, but it was all organized, you know?
Yeah.
So there was hoarding throughout that house though.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing that. I watched that like long ass documentary series for quite a few parts before
Gino
I gave up
Samuel.
on it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's kind of what made me like, it just kind of solidified how I felt about Chris, you know what I mean, in terms of like, I got to be honest with you, like I think we talked about this a little bit, when it comes to these lolcows, some of them, you know, like some of them I feel like have a choice, and some of them I feel like never really did.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And it's kind of hard to suss out who's who in the lolcow world.
Have you seen the like Chris Chan and Bob fight? Except have you ever seen that meme?
I remember the fight thing, but I don't know if I've seen the meme.
Because there's like they'll do like a parody of Chris Chan and his dad fight. But it's like they're doing like it in old Middle English or something.
Right.
His dad will come in and be like, "Hearken to me, hearken to me."
Oh,
maybe you
okay.
did see that. I can't remember.
Maybe I did.
I can't remember.
I can't either. I was drunk the last time I was on.
Yeah, so was I.
I was wasted, bro. I was white boy wasted. My whole ass came out live on stream.
Yeah.
Did you see that shit?
Yeah.
You saw the meme of my whole ass coming out for like a blink of a second?
Yes, I did see that.
That was awesome, dude.
You know what I should do really quick, because I wanted you to see this. I I talked about it before we went live. It's the AI song that I wrote. I had AI write it about Paul. I didn't write the lyrics. I just told the AI what I wanted them to do. It's better when you write the lyrics, but it takes way longer. So I just let it write it. So it's called PaulsEgo Showdown is what it named it.
Y'all goose young, belongs to Babylon. This kid, what is a trouble? PaulsEgo smoking tree, yeah.
True.
Ganja cloud so high he be, yeah. Feuding with the manatee, yeah. Bread King can't let it be, yeah. Roll it up, light it up, puff, puff. Paul's got the green stuff, rough, rough. Brett's talking so much fluff. Ego got Brett feeling tough, tough. PaulsEgo, fire in his eyes. Ganja sessions, touching the skies. Can't stand the manatee's lies, lies. PaulsEgo's gonna rise, rise. Mary Jane, so sweet, so strong, yeah. Brett Beanie, daddy gonna grow. Echoes of the smoky song, yeah. PaulsEgo, ring the gun, blow.
I don't know what it's doing here. This is like right here.
Mortal Kombat fighting scene, yeah. Backwards a Duken, so mean, yeah. Finish him on that screen, yeah. PaulsEgo living the dream, yeah. PaulsEgo, fire in his eyes. Ganja sessions, touching the skies. Can't stand the manatee's lies, lies. PaulsEgo's gonna rise, rise. Broadcast, yeah. Who is on team? On the chip first for sack. We go back your teeth more. John first or seat. I think I'll get the seat and regret the high.
Sometimes it just goes off on its own and just like.
Yeah, I think it's just like making up shit.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
sounds
yeah.
Jamaican right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like, oh yeah, that sounds Jamaican.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of weird, dude. Yeah, this stuff is kind of creepy, honestly. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like the AI stuff is a little creepy right now at this early stage.
Yes.
Because it really is like just having these weird little, like that whole scatting thing makes me not want to look. You know what I mean? I don't like it. I like the scatting at the end.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have, because they're not saying anything.
Right. It's not one. It's way better when you like write the lyrics and you like map it out. You can tell it like how you want it to go. You know?
Sure.
Yeah. But that's like
when left to its own devices, it's doing some crazy shit, dude.
Yes. What I'm going to do is get Vader up and running for when you do come out to the studio. We'll smoke a Vader. I still have the Vader bowl.
Yeah.
I still have it.
Yeah, for sure.
I need an adapter for it, though, because it's like the skinnier type of male slider piece.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because they've fucking like widened everything now. They used to be pretty standard for a bowl, but now it's...
Yeah.
Gotta get that little Delrin fucking adapter thing to put on it.
Yep.
But yeah, no, we'll hit a Vader. I'm down to hit a Vader. I don't really like... Dude, COVID fucked my lungs up. And so now I just like cough all the fucking time when I smoke. It's just part of it. I'm old now, so.
Yeah, I could never hang. Like, I was never like a big hit taker. I was never really.
Dude, I used to be able to rip the bong pretty fucking nasty, but these days I don't really trust myself. You got cough to get off, you know. That's why the old people say that. I'm old now, so.
Did you know? Did you notice how YouTube is like forcing comments to have links?
Forcing them?
Yes, I've seen this in the comments to my own videos. Check out this video really quick because this guy lays it out here. Cube dimensions.
YouTube has managed to make some more changes that have gotten some people's attention.
Yeah, you
now,
see?
This feature was actually announced in some random YouTube video that the company released on one of their official channels that gives news to people who make content on the platform. Some people using the mobile app have reported that when they go to the comment section of a video, some comments will randomly have...
Yeah, like, just because someone mentioned McDonald's Krabby or Burger King... Hold on, no, it was, wasn't it Wendy's?
Yeah,
Wendy's.
McDonald's.
Wendy's had the Krabby Patty. That'll be a link to like the Krabby Patty at Wendy's website, so you can order it or whatever.
Dude, what?
I've seen this in the comments. It's almost like they're trying to get people to like click away almost. It's weird.
I personally witnessed this myself using the mobile app.
Tom and Jerry.
People are not just reporting these
Cybertruck
links that no one asked for, people are also reporting that the like count is disappearing. And unlike last time where YouTube claimed that the removal of the view count was caused by browser extensions, someone also reported to see the like count disappear on the YouTube app. Now, whether you're on desktop or mobile watching this video right now, you will luckily only have this annoying comment link feature if you're on Android or iOS. If you want to test out this feature that no one asked for, even if you're on desktop, leave a comment below on this video and try to mention a TV show, movie, model of car, some model of phone, or a random brand. YouTube has also officially changed the platform's color from pure red to this shade of magenta. And YouTube officially changed the
It's like a weird rebranding and
color on the iOS App Store, where if you use the image color picker, the logo is now magenta. Hit the subscribe button right now on the YouTube channel to see if it changes into the new color. Now,
this is just that dead internet theory shit for me, man. You ever heard the dead internet theory?
Maybe. Refresh me on that one.
So like dead internet theory, as I understand it, is basically the idea that most social media platforms are not filled with it. Like there are people there, obviously, but that most of it is driven by bots. Like most of the engagement is botted. Most of the posts are botted.
I was getting view botted. I think it was malicious. I was getting like view botted during my live stream where all of a sudden I'd have like 5,000 live viewers and a bunch of bots in the chat saying dumb shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was happening to me for a few months.
It's just this idea that as this, because we know that these bots are out there. We know that they're in comment sections. We know that they're on Twitter, Facebook, anywhere you can leave a post or make an account. There's tons of bots. How many is the question? And nobody's really answering that question. The people that probably could tell you that would be like the people at the social media. Elon could probably tell you that. Zuckerberg could probably give you an idea, but they don't want people to know that, right? So the question becomes like, how many people out there that you've interacted with this week on a social media app were actually people?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why interaction, it's just like, it is dead.
Have you seen that like horror cut of I don't know if you've ever, you ever watch or listen to Destiny. Yeah, but sometimes. Destiny kind of running into that. Let me see if I can find it for you and I'll send it to you in the chat if you want. It's like him running into the dead internet theory and like rolling through this personality that doesn't exist named Aegon Chalakian.
Hey, Aegon Chalakian.
Yeah. Let's see.
Elon Count Chalkian.
Yeah. I mean, this is a pretty long video, but it's a wild watch. It's 12 minutes long, but it's a wild watch. Here, I'll put it in the chat. You can decide if you want to show it. You don't have to if you don't want, but it's like, this is an interesting topic to me because I think, you know me, I'm kind of a conspiratorial type of guy. And I tend to think that like there's way more of this going on than most people are giving credit to. But yeah, there's some just like he kind of goes down a rabbit hole with his chat, looking at obvious bot accounts and then looking at how AI generates people to put in the
moving against something, or that
Pictures.
there's something like moving against me that I haven't ever really been cognizant of before. I haven't put together all of this in any formal sense. It's just been bouncing around my head. So, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to because I don't even know if I should, for a variety of reasons that I'm not going to get into. So, for example, there were dozens of different accounts that were spamming doxes that were supposedly mine across Twitter, and these accounts were up for over 48 hours. And I reported them, and nothing, like literally 48 hours, these accounts aren't taken down. Elon, for some reason, catches my tweet, or catches a tweet about me from a not even a large account, and my account ends up getting demonetized on Twitter in like 2 hours. I'm like, holy shit. I don't know why.
I saw that the Elon comment, the not appropriate for advertisers comment.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is like catching the attention of my
It's
Twitter
just
account.
weird for somebody like Destiny to be singled out on the platform when people are saying wild shit every second of every day. You know what I mean?
It's like seems to be putting his thumb on the scale. That's just very strange to me. Something that I noticed that was very strange, and if you were in chat, you noticed this, that there are a ton of these accounts they're just bots. But like, everybody always says that like a lot of Twitter is botted, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm sure they're a bunch of like random whatever fuck accounts. But I've never really like quantified it before or thought about it before. But there are so many of these accounts. They all would talk in a certain type of manner, and some of them, they're generally programmed, I think, to only respond to themselves so that they build engagement and they look real. So many of their accounts, if you scroll through their media, they end up like looking like this. They post like the same image over and over and over and over and over again. If you 100% have identified one as a bot,
The fucking weird, creepy horror movie music in the background is so weird.
I know. It's obviously an edit of his stream or whatever, like with horror movie music, but it adds a whole lot because what he's talking about here, conspiratorial as some of it may seem, some of the evidence that he just stumbles on is crazy, but like it really is creepy to think about, like, because the public square has moved online now. This is where people do their free speech shit. And how many people are you engaging with or arguing with that aren't really fucking people? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not really there.
Yes. Yeah, I don't even mess with it anymore because it's just like it's
like
not
politics and shit.
Yeah.
Like I know you don't delve as much into politics and stuff on your show. On mine, I do, and it's like, fuck, bro. You start questioning your sanity during like these hot political times.
Yeah.
Because people are just coming out of the woodwork, left, right, and center, and it's like, who's real? How much of this is real? How much of this is bots?
Yeah.
And I think it's getting worse.
It's getting worse, especially on the main social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and like Snapchat. Yeah, that shit's. I can't even deal with it. Did I say Snapchat? I meant TikTok. Sorry, I said Snapchat, but I meant TikTok. I'm high, and I fucking said Snapchat and I meant TikTok.
to see who responds to them and who they respond to. Here's an account. This guy here, this is not a real person.
Oh my god, I was showing the AI e-girls on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny how many people like simp over this person that they think is real, but it is not a real woman. The videos look real at first glance, but if you look really close at them, they're not.
Yeah.
Right? This is not a real human being. This picture, this is not real. This person is not, this is not a real person. Okay? This is not a this is not a real person, right? But when you scroll through his account, like you will find him like and other people, they talk to each other. Oh, this account, we went through this one. This account, this guy, this is not a real account.
Oliver Holes, okay.
Yeah, dude, Oliver Holes, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, the name gives it away for me that that's not like a real account.
Well, I mean, like, but you know, it could be a troll. It's
That's
obviously like
think.
an account. It's an account that's trying to look like a troll, but it's not. It's engaging with nothing but other bots in bot-like ways. You know what I mean? So even the trollish accounts are being botted to say nasty shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy tweets at me. Oh, look, and you can see on the pictures. Look, they do the thing where they'll post the same picture like over and over again. So like we can click through. Oh, he talks to Jeffrey again. Oh wait, are all of his replies to Jeffrey? They might all be. All of his replies might be
alpha
Jeffrey.
male.
Oh, this A. O'Connell guy or whatever. Holy banger, Jeff. Thank you, Albert. By far and away, my biggest tweet.
Oh my God.
See what I mean?
He looks so
Who
crazy.
The fuck is that, dude? That is nobody. That's a nobody man.
This is not a real person.
He looks psycho.
Trump 2004. What the fuck does that even mean? Purebred American alpha male. The left.
Like, check this out. Like I was talking about. This is AI. That is not a real person.
See, that's crazy though, because I would fall for that.
Yeah, look, this is not a real person right here.
Not real?
She is not real. This is AI.
Are you sure?
I am 100% sure.
It's not like with a model and then they're using the face edit or something?
No. She is.
This is like a.
You can tell a little more with this
entirely-
one. That is AI. That is not a real person. And people will start. There are comments about it too. She changes, by the way. Like, they try to keep her looking the same, but her appearance will change. Like, her face will change. See how her face changes here? And then, like, her boobs are change size too. Like, right here, she has like normal size ones, but then there's like other ones where she has like ridiculously gigantic ones that
She's got, like fucking gazongas in a couple of these.
Yes. So
yeah. So this is a fake woman.
Yes,
it
a
doesn't
fake
exist.
woman.
But the account is being run.
It gets
like she's real.
Yes. Yeah, it gets so many views and shit and so much engagement, and there's so many like thirst posts. This one like is weird because like a fucking she gets like wings behind her. Yes, but not real. Crazy shit, huh?
That is odd.
Sometimes you can tell like her eyes won't move like a normal person's eyes move.
It's getting so good that we're not going to be able to tell. And like, I think, how long do you think it's going to be before you legit cannot tell?
Oh, it's around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worst nightmare. What? Mouth is still numb from the dentist 2 hours ago. It might be over for me. What? This isn't a real account. This is not a real person, okay? I haven't been to the liberal dentist since 9/11. That was the wake-up call I needed. Is this a real account? Bro, okay, no, I spent hours last night. Going through these fucking accounts, okay? I don't think any of these are real. I don't think any of these people are real, okay? And they talk about sports. They look sophisticated, okay? They do. I don't think this is a real person. I don't think it's a real person. I don't think so. This guy who's not real. He's not real. No better way to start off the day, okay? This is a white foot. This is not real. And you can find out.
It's Philip Oliver Holes. He's a black guy, but he's got a white foot. He's posted his steak and eggs breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah. His AI steak and eggs.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck me, dude. The world is turning into a fucking nightmare. Dude, it's going to be awesome, though.
Is it Skynet?
This was posted.
Does Skynet exist yet?
In 2024, okay, on Twitter, okay? This came from Reddit. This is a Reddit comment from 2 years ago, all right? This is not a real person, all right? He's not real. This is not a real person. But I'm pretty sure that if you look at but then I'm looking at this and I'm like, is this actually a bot replying to me, making relatively sophisticated cuck jokes at me?
Relatively sophisticated cuck jokes.
This is why people love Destiny, because only like that sentence would not make sense coming out of any other person's mouth except him.
I'm not sure. Okay, so in chat, somebody links a YouTube video of this guy.
My name is Aegon Chalakian.
Oh. Aegon Chalakian.
Dr. Aegon Chalakian, Ben, national security expert, federal lobbyist.
This is not a real person, right?
Registered foreign. I mean, watch him and you tell me. You tell me, Ben. You tell me.
I am an intelligence educator. I prepare intelligence personnel for clandestine service. The focus of my career has been centered on the intelligence component of national security.
This is a 3.5 hour video. Okay.
3.5 hour
sometimes
long.
Strange audio.
Yeah, by Dr. Aegon Chalakian. Aegon Chalakian.
Aegon Chalakian. But it gets weirder. Keep watching, dude. It gets even worse, bro. They've gone out of their way to make. I don't even know, dude.
Glitches.
I don't even know what's going on.
I try to Google around getting information about this guy, and we're looking for like 20 minutes in chat, okay? I can't find anything. Like, apparently he has really strong credentials, okay? He's got a very unique name. He's got very strong credentials, but I can't actually find good information about, like, who it is, okay? Who is this person? Go to the channel and check the comments. I did. All these comments are bots. 100%. They all type like it. There's a way that they type. However, this is happening last night.
Looks like he has real credentials. I just looked him up.
Well, here's the thing. You keep watching, because some of the shit, it gets so, like, if he's a real guy, which Destiny discovers that too.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, he finds some real stuff about the guy. And
He's
I think
written several papers.
Yeah. He's been cited and all of this other shit. But the person that they are putting forward in these videos as Aegon Chalakian is in a bunch of, he's not real. So they found this person that probably did this stuff.
He must look just like him.
I don't know.
I'm looking at a picture of him right now.
Well, hold on. It might be the picture. Keep watching. Keep watching the desk. Sorry. It might, because it might be. You'll see.
Okay, sorry.
This is happening last night. This is happening off stream in my chat room. And as we're talking about this, out of nowhere, an account shows up. So this account shows up in chat. The name is net_help_message_2221. And he says, are people saying this Chalakian guy isn't real? I found a court document that looks like from a case involving the guy. Dude looks unhinged in it. And then he tags Cyber Vegan, who's helping me look at things. And then he tags me with the court document. Okay? Account was created minutes before typing this message in chat. No smurfs, no other hits on this IP address, no other messages in chat ever. This is at like, I think like 3 a.m. CST, Central Standard Time. So I geolocate the IP address for this account. The account is from Wisconsin, or the IP address is from Wisconsin. And I look at what it used to authenticate on my website, and it registered with the email 4destiny13337@gmail.com. then, what's even weirder...
I like the edit.
...is you open this court case. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. I only read like the first page. But, so, I don't know if this proves... I don't even know what this proves, okay? So, United States District Court for the District of Massachusetts. So we have a federal court case, and it's the guy, the Elon Egon Chalokian, versus the FBI, I think the state of Massachusetts. It's all the wrong font for court documents. Yeah, I noticed that the state was misspelled up here. Like, is this even a real court case? How would they get it on the official site? I don't know, because this is govinfo.gov, right? I want to know if this guy is real. This guy might be real. I just want to know if this guy's real. Okay? I just want to know if this guy's real.
I just want to know.
That's all I want to know.
Hello, my name is Egon Chalokian.
Or is there a guy with this name and this is like a bot that stole his identity? That's what I just want to know. That's what we're going to check. Okay.
I, Egon Chalokian, am a qualified particle physicist affiliated with the preeminent CERN Particle Physics Laboratory. I retain a very active...
Wait, what did he just say? Wait, sorry, hold on. We're getting so sidetracked. But this
amount spent on discrediting Elantra is equivalent to the cost of only... The amount spent on discrediting Elantra is equivalent... The amount spent on discrediting Elantra is equivalent to the cost of only...
He's not fucking real, Ben. He's not real.
Wait, you're right. Wait, why does he have two clip-on mics?
Definitely not real if he has two clip-on mics. That's a definite sign that you're not real.
But why would you ever have... Why would you need two clip-on mics for this?
He might have been using two recording sources.
But why? For a video that you could sit down in front of your webcam and make, you know?
Hey, he's very professional. He's Egon Chalokian. Aegon Chalokian.
Aegon Chalokian.
He's a member of the Earth Saves Science Collaborative.
What the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Like, what if that's just a big fake front group that doesn't exist, right? And this dude is like just running around. And maybe he's like just okay, yeah. No. This picture will come up, dude. You can scroll forward if you want in the video. That picture of him comes up. It's completely fake. It's completely the one with him with two women.
There's pictures of him like when he's younger too. They showed. I saw something about that.
Dude,
also.
look. Okay, stop. Go back to that last one. I'll walk you through it. Can you right click on that and open it in a new tab?
Oh shit!
That picture of the books. I'll just take you through it, bro. Okay. Picture of Aegon Chalokian when he was younger, right? With some dude, Cambridge University. Can you zoom in on this picture at all?
Yes,
Ben?
I can. Where do you want me to zoom in?
The books. Tell me the title of one of the books back there, Ben.
The print is very small. Okay. It does look like... So maybe the books are written by...
They don't have any titles.
Well, they're nonsensical from what I can see. Like I see print...
Most of them don't even have a discernible title on the spine. They look like they have letters. Like if you keep watching the Destiny video, he zooms in on it way closer.
So there's also...
find a single one.
There's also... Academia, harvard.academia.edu.
What? Okay, so the question becomes: what if this guy is a big AI experiment, right? That has the blessing of these high level institutions, or that they use this guy because, like, why would they have it? If you keep watching, there's indefensible proof that at least one of these pictures that's on the NASA
That
website
looked
is
like-
not fucking real.
That looked like AI when you had me look at the books for sure.
Yeah. He looks even closer in this video at the books and shit. It's crazy.
One for backup, maybe?
By the way, please like the stream if you haven't already.
One for backup, maybe?
Look at the pictures behind it.
My name is Egon Chalakian.
He'll zoom in on it. He'll zoom in on it. Like I'm just saying, like I'm skipping ahead in the video.
No, yeah, that's fine.
This is 10 months ago. Wait, so is he real? Is it real? Look at the background pictures.
Yes. Yeah, look at the like bad
AI.
background AI. That is. Yeah.
So why would this be up on a fucking official website claiming this is a real dude meeting with a real dude if they've got, because like he zooms in on the more of this picture is fucked up when you look at it.
Good question. Yeah, it's
Wait.
he keeps like touching his
Can't help but
temples.
mind myself.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just low resolution?
The fuck is that?
I do want to point out that I do believe botting is happening right now. And as soon as we start talking about this Chalakian shit.
Oh, really?
I mean, I don't know.
We're getting. Oh yeah, there's fucking a bunch of fucking new people in here.
Yeah, people, huh?
Dude, see, Chalakian is fucking here,
Chalakian
bro.
strikes again!
God damn you, Chalakian!
What is this?
That's Chalakian kind of sounds like an Armenian kind of name. Like Kasparian, you know, like
Look at the book names.
They don't have names. They don't have any names. They don't have any names. Nothing looks right in this. Is he posing for a picture? What is this? It's Wait, hold on. What is photo on his website?
Okay, look here. This is the one you were just looking at, right? This is that NASA. This was on the NASA website.
Yes.
The real photo. Wait, are these hands real? I don't know what I don't even know I don't know what's happening right now. Wait, the women's faces are at the exact same angle. People are saying it's like the exact same face. Is it though?
Dude, watch. Watch. It was transparent with it.
No. Hold on. Oh no. Wait.
Boom.
It is fake. This is a fake picture.
Enhance.
Look at that. Does it with the other lady too. They pulled both of these ladies.
I'm trying not to go full schizo on this.
And made an
I feel like
AI picture with Chalakian in it.
That is insane.
Why?
There's something right now that like you're not supposed to
don't
touch
know.
or that you're not supposed to lean into. This kind of feels like a joke to say. I'm not suicidal, obviously. Never been suicidal.
Me neither.
No thoughts of suicide. Just as a
Because the Chalakian bots are in here, I want to just say I am not, never have been suicidal, and I do not see myself committing suicide at any
Same
point.
here.
I'm a happy guy, and I do not want to commit suicide.
this is a thing to throw out there. I don't think that would ever be relevant for anything, but okay.
I wish they could bot money.
Yeah.
Can you guys bot donations. That'd be really
That'd be
fucking
sweet. Like a 102.
I love you, and hopefully I'll be back. I should be back tomorrow.
A. Egon Chalakian is an anagram for a choking Elon?
Oh my God, is that true?
I have no idea. Damn, dude. That was insane. So did Destiny come up with that theory, or?
Well, no, dead internet theory is, I don't know who came up with it, but it's been kicking around for years and years, right? The idea that bots are reaching a critical mass where eventually there's more bots than people, right? And I think a lot of dead internet theory people would claim that we've crested that hump already.
Did he find the Chalakian character specifically, though? Was that
well? You know he's got like his huge audience,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So he's talking about this AI shit, fake accounts, fake this, fake that, right? They're all out there looking into. So he gets linked to the Chalakian guy from somebody in his chat. He looks into it. Somebody else had noticed that the guy was a little weird or off, or who was it? Couldn't find much about him, etc. Right?
Yes, yes.
Because it's like an AI can write a fucking book.
Yes.
The two of those pictures, which you pulled up on your own shit, are still up on government websites, are clearly AI.
So why are they on government websites? How does that happen? What's your theory again?
I don't know. You tell me.
I have no
why
idea.
would the government allow false information onto their websites? What would a government gain from such a thing? Creating that guy to use his credentials?
There's even a LinkedIn account. I see a link.
Right.
Yeah. I saw that too.
A bot could create a fucking LinkedIn.
easily. Yeah.
So, like the government with a guy like this, where the credentials he's showing, he's a national security expert. He's a CERN physicist.
There's papers, so I guess those papers were if he's not real, then all that published stuff out there is written by AI.
So the question is, what if this is just a big test to see if they can create an entirely fictional person and pass him off as an expert with a simple, just put him up on a website, make some AI picture. Can we use whatever we can use in existing AI right now to create some fucking videos that are passably human enough, and then create an entire fictional expert and pass him off as an expert to the front face and get away with it? Right? Maybe it's just a test, or maybe Aegon Chalakian was an early test of this, and there are other of these experts out there now who are better than Aegon Chalakian, who nobody's found yet, who are being used in the same way. Maybe he's a symptom of a further issue. You know what I mean? But there's no doubt in my mind that after looking into that, and then there's further shit too. Destiny went into this for a few different days. It's like, this dude's not real, but he has credentials online like he's a real person.
That is very strange.
Like with government credentials, like government web, like NASA. There are like court documents that mention him and shit. But you can't really tie the court action to anything when you go through it. It's like, what even was this? You know what I mean? So it's almost like it was sprinkled there to give cover. If anybody were to dig into Aegon Chalakian, is he real? Right?
Right. I don't know. I've never heard of this shit before. I see a lot of the bots on social media, but it's almost always obvious that it's fake. You know?
Yep. I don't fucking know, man. Yeah, they could be botting 100,000 streams at once and just kind of like moving around in a swarm. I noticed that when I do my streams on like the fucking the TikTok style kind of portrait mode streams. Yeah, dude, this huge swarm of people will come in.
You know why that is? That's like I know some other.
I'm getting I'm getting bumped up on the like recommended shit or
You're
whatever.
you're in the shorts algorithm when you do that.
Right.
So people who are scrolling through shorts, one after another, they show
Right.
up.
But that's the thing, though. The people that show up uniformly, Ben, and I'm telling you, are fucking retarded.
I know.
They're
No.
either
I know that too. I deal with them all
What
the
is
time.
that about? So how many of those are just like fucking bots out there pretending
Okay.
to watch and engage
Some of them,
with shit?
some of them might be bots, but I will say that a lot of them are like they're retarded, like you say. But I think it's like the type of person that watches like shorts.
Dude, I don't know, dude, because it'll happen and they'll be like, okay, here's some stuff that they will say. I'll even put it in the fucking real chat here.
I get bots,
It'll be like,
or I get people when I do vertical streams that like don't watch my streams anymore, but they used to watch back in the day, and they'll bring up like old shit all the time. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, exactly like that. Hey, what's this?
You know what I mean? And it's like, but it's like a whole. I just got like 100 people out of nowhere, right?
Yes.
And every last one of them that's in the chat types like that, right? Or it's like some dumb question like English or Spanish, or do you prefer this or that? It's like literal bot questions. So like either most of the people roaming around watching shorts are just functionally retarded human beings that can't communicate, right? Or there's a huge bunch of botting going on. One or the other.
Yeah. Well, a lot of that you're telling me sounds like bots, for sure.
So I don't know, man. So I'm in the algorithm, but when the algorithm hits me and gives me a big dose of like 100 people, the only people that ever touch the chat are literal fucking NPC level empty brain motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Or they're bots.
Yeah. That's.
And I don't know which one is like, what's Occam's razor on that? Which one is even more likely?
You can stop it by switching to subscriber only chat, and then like, because a lot of the bots won't subscribe to you. That's.
Oh, I do that.
Oh,
I do that. Yeah, when I'm getting flooded out, I'll do the subscriber, and then they'll fucking die down and swarm somewhere else. It's like they're only there for the chat. That's what fucks me up about it. Because I think most people that watch shorts, they ain't open the chat. They're not laying on the fucking chat. They're probably just laying on their belly and they're laying on their back in their bed.
Yeah.
Looking all fucking. You know what I mean? Like nobody's trying to fucking be all involved in the shorts chat for most of these fucking shorts shits. So it's like these huge swarm of people show up, 150 at a time sometimes on my stream. It's crazy. I'll just jump, right? I'll have 100 viewers and standard, and then like all of a sudden I've got 350 viewers.
Right.
And my chat is just unreadable with bot comments. So why is the algorithm dosing me? Either the algorithm is somehow dosing me nothing but bots, or, right, people that are coming in via the algorithm are so retarded they can't communicate like human beings. Uniformly, though, one after the next, in a, like not one smart person goes like, Lamau, what are all these fucking retarded people doing here? Never. It's always like, what this dude doing? I miss you guys. I'm from Nigeria. Do you like Nigeria? It's just like fucking literal bot content, right?
Yeah.
But the algorithm is feeding it to me. So who's complicit? Is YouTube complicit in the botting of its own website to defraud investors and advertisers into thinking there's more real engagement than there is? Is that why you've got fucking 2,000 people in here now, but there's maybe fucking like the normal amount of people in your chat?
I know that.
What the fuck is that?
I know Moist Critical made a video that he got like botted, and like he gets like a lot of views anyway,
Yeah.
but his shit got ridiculously high, like his view count, and he was
how many of these fucking streamers have, even against their own knowledge, artificially inflated view numbers? Because dude.
Well, I will say YouTube.
I smell a rat, bro.
I will say
I think it's YouTube.
I will say that YouTube's pretty good at catching the fake views, and so they won't count them in the ultimate like view count. Like we'll see how many views this stream gets.
Sure.
We should be getting like a ton right now based on this if you take it at like face value, but the way that it climbed so quickly, I'm very skeptical, you know? So.
But we were talking about this.
Yes.
When this bot swarm hit. That's fucking eerie and odd, right?
Yes. Yes.
Because it implies that, like, if you really let yourself think about it, it implies that maybe there is some sort of AI scraper out there listening for certain terms like botting, Chalakian, whatever the fuck, right? And then sending swarms of fucking bots into their shit. Dude.
It makes me not want to talk about it anymore. I'm scared now.
All right. Fair enough. Well, I'm going to go take a leak.
All right.
And we'll change the subject. When I come back.
How am I going to fall asleep tonight? Shit. I feel like I need to, like, paint over all my windows and shit so that they don't come looking into my house. I don't know. The Basilisk is always watching. Please like the stream if you're real. And if you're real also, please send us a couple dollars. The link is right there at the top of the chat. It's right there at the top of the chat. Send us your thoughts and ideas and whatever else you want to do. Please. Yeah, hold on. I'll grab some Thursday Lane. Trying to get the best ones. There we go. Paul will like these. All right. White guys fought on my face. Matters. Man, that video was crazy, though. The Destiny video was craziness. The music, it made it creepy. It was almost like a suspense / thriller. Yes, please like the stream and yeah, all that stuff.
I sure hope I'm real.
Yes, you are real. Thank you. I appreciate it. We got that 102 earlier. That was sweet. We're doing good today. Yeah, I'll probably be doing a stream on Thanksgiving, like, at some point. So for those of you who either hadn't eaten yet or already eaten or just don't celebrate
Here's my
it.
non-bot credentials.
Thank
Smile.
you.
Also, the song in the AI Destiny video was from Under the Skin.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I like the way it was made.
Creepiest episode ever.
Yeah. It almost should have been the Halloween episode or something. Those fucking bots, man. I hate them. Boop, boop, beep, bop, boop. I'll wait till Paul gets back and then we'll watch some other stuff here. Let's all take a big hit in solidarity. Sounds like he's back now.
All right. I have returned. I must eat my bean burrito here in a moment.
I'm gonna play someone that I'm sure you've missed.
Oh no!
It'll be nice to revisit him. Here he is.
The number one battle in the USA today is the battle against government-sponsored sexual sin, especially when that sin is
Yep.
What the fuck is he even talking about?
directed at children. Hello, everybody. Wild Bill for America here, with a bullet of truth for America. As long as the United States panders to the demands of the homosexual movement, the USA will remain under the curse of God in heaven. The
I want to say something that I never said to Wild Bill back in the day. Wild Bill, it's okay that you want to suck dick, and probably do. It's okay that you're gay. You don't have to fight anymore, bro. The 80s are over, man. It's not the stigma it used to be. Embrace the gay. Suck that dick, man.
I agree. He lives in Florida. I'm sure he could take a trip to the Keys.
I'm sure he does.
of the rainbow flag must be decisively rejected at every level of society.
Have you ever seen a special lady in Wild Bill for America's life?
There was one video that he made with a woman that looked to be around his age, maybe a little bit younger, but not too much.
The curtain got pulled. Skynet is in motion. Thanks,
Damn it.
Paul.
But yeah, her name was the Regal Redneck, and they did some videos together, and he did look like he might have been a little smitten. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he swings, maybe the door swings both ways.
It could. He talks about gayness so much that I would think he is. He talks about it like a lot,
Dude, even gay people don't talk about gay shit as much as Wild Bill talks about gay shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say the only person who does it more is Trumpster Bob. You know Trumpster Bob?
No.
Are you serious?
I do not. I don't know Trumpster Bob.
Oh my God. That is like an insane rabbit hole.
Oh shit.
Trumpster Bob is this like completely insane Texan from like southeast Texas, like right near the border. He lives like right near the Mexican border. And he's like a caricature of like a Texas hillbilly redneck. He has like a cartoon sounding voice. He talks about how everyone else is gay, but his way of proving to him that you're not gay makes him sound gay. He wants you.
Oh, so he goes into too much gay detail and shit?
Well, it's called the butthole challenge, all right? So what he wants to do
that's gay.
Is get into a call with you and have you show him your butthole to see whether or not it's blown out or not. And he gets to decide whether or not it's blown out.
Of course.
I have to grab a video.
Has anybody taken the challenge?
Yes. Yes. And I venture to say that no matter what happens, he's going to say it looks blown out.
Yeah.
He's done it.
I wonder if there is an asshole that he would look at and go like, damn, that's a tight ass. That's never been invaded.
Maybe. Dude, I say that they're prank calls, but he's calling them to like, because he believes he can like talk to people that way and like call like government officials and shit. He's been arrested a bunch of times, but he was like he
the
cussed.
final true end of the gay agenda. Bots.
I know. He cussed out a 911 operator. Okay. And the cops showed up because it's like a crime to do that, to like fuck with 911 operators. Yes. And the cops, he's live streaming when the cops show up and they're banging on his door and they're talking to him like they know him. They're like, Bobby, because his name is not Robert. It is Bobby Jones. All right.
So his actual government name is Bobby.
Bobby. Yep.
Cool.
So, oh my God. So the cops are like knocking on his door, being like, Bobby, open up. And he's like, fuck you. And he's like yelling at him. And he's trying to smoke all his weed, like before he opens the door for the cops. So he's like sitting there, like trying to like smoke down the weed really quick. And eventually he went to jail. He had lied to us for years and told us he was like 6'5" or something like that. And he was like, the jail record said he was like 5'6" or something like that.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. There's the rabbit hole's very deep with Trumpster Bob. But yeah, we'll get to him in a minute.
Either we go back
sounds like
to being
crackhead Wild Bill. Like a Wild Bill on crack.
The funny thing is that he called Wild Bill one time, and it was because the whole time Trumpster Bob was just like, "You're gay, right?" He was like, "You're gay and you were born in England." And Wild Bill's like, "Sir, I am 100% American, I'll have you know." Like Wild Bill's all polite, but like firm. And Trumpster Bob's like, "Fuck you, you're gay," you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if neither one of these guys are real?
Oh, well, Trump, Wild Bill's been around a long time. He's definitely real. Like T-Bob, I've talked to T-Bob on several occasions.
You ever seen Wild Bill in the flesh?
He does like public engagements and stuff. So
when we continue down the bad road of being a Sodom and Gomorrah nation that forfeits the blessings of heaven. Groups like the Log Cabin Republicans, who claim to be both conservative and homosexual, must be rejected just as vigorously as the most radical sexual predators. Homosexuals who disguise themselves as conservatives are a greater danger than the circus freak radicals marching in the streets. It's going to take supernatural courage for the American people to stand firm against wicked men and women in high places. And guess what? Washington, D.C. is a cesspool of cowards. Cowards. That is why the Mordecai mission is determined to restore...
Why other than he's gay? Because let's try and be good faith with Bill. Why would he be so concerned with gay shit if he wasn't really repressing some gay stuff? You know what I mean? Like, what other reason could there be?
Good question. I'm not sure. I mean, like, he'll say it's because he's like preaching the word, right?
Right, but like most preachers aren't as hardcore about fucking gay people than he is. Like, people have by and large moved on and accepted that there are gay people in the world. Like, he's just like a relic of the past. It's very weird.
I think it's flipping again, though. You know?
Mm-hmm. How so?
I don't know. Like, I think there's maybe like a wing of conservatives that will never accept it and would definitely want to take like marriage off the table again. But only the court can do that kind of thing at this point.
Yeah, I don't know why there would be any impetus to take marriage off the table. Like, once the genie's out of the bottle, it's almost impossible. Like, you imagine the amount of legal work that it would take to untangle 1 million or more marriages just in one state.
They probably have to grandfather them.
For the USA as a morally decent nation where children can grow up without fear of having their genitals taken away from them.
Oh my God.
The Mordecai Mission is partnering with other God and Country groups to put Christian men and women into elected offices at every level of society. And we absolutely reject the rainbow flag and everything it stands for. America's children deserve to be protected from such dangers. And if the Christians of America won't defend the children, nobody will.
Oh my God.
So let's see, what's on Wild Bill's mind today? Gay people and the genitals of children. Man, where do I hit the subscribe button to hear the daily update?
Yeah.
On gay people and the genitals of children.
Well, you only do that if you're a true patriot. You know?
I guess so.
Mission after watching Pastor William Green's message on how we must defeat the LGBT agendas. I'll place a link to it in the description below. This is Wild Bill for America. Please join me at MordecaiMission.net, and together we will make a difference, both now and in eternity.
Man, that same song, man.
Yep. Yeah, he still does the old school song. So here's T-Bob. I'm also trying to get here. I'm gonna get this one too. There's such a deep rabbit hole with T-Bob. T-Bob was in love with Elisa Jordana, Benji Bronk's ex-girlfriend. He was because he saw her on our show, and she was like, "Oh shit, here's a whack packer." Because Elisa kind of accumulated her own whack pack, and some of them were Howard Stern whack packers.
Yeah,
like Wendy.
Didn't she like?
Yeah.
Didn't she like punch some poor fucking dude working for her?
It was one of her sugar daddies, but yeah, she punched him and got arrested, rightfully so. Yeah. That was. I've always gotten along with her, but yeah, she punched that dude. The dude is allegedly like a either like a multimillionaire or even like a low key billionaire.
Damn.
Yeah. I think he's like some Persian guy, but yeah, he like he punched the shit out of that guy. She punched the shit out of that guy. I wanted to show you. Okay, here's a video of T-Bob super drunk off his ass falling over.
Call from +19087939152.
Problem is, I got a piss right now, so fuck you.
Fuck you.
Damn it! I'll be right back.
Yeah, he went ass over teacup. You can hear it.
Yo, touch more than twice, Bobby.
Dude, that is a resplendent collection of American flags back there. I gotta say.
We messed with him and said he hung one of them like backwards, and we were saying like it's basically upside down. And he's like, no, it's not. And we like because we used to talk to Bob all the time because he put his phone number right there, like Brett Keane.
Oh, I think he's okay.
You know?
I think he's just going to the bathroom. So, does anybody have any questions for me?
Let's see when he comes back. Oh yeah.
Just dick, and then he's coming back.
He's coming back.
An escort, yes. Somebody should definitely send him an escort.
Someone should send him an escort.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Hey, Bobby.
He felt coming and he felt going.
I think this is the one where the cops come. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Dude. This is insane.
How do I report a woman being taken advantage of by one or two other fucking dudes?
I have no idea what he's talking about, by the way. He called 911 to ask them how he should report something.
In a fucking mansion.
In a mansion.
What? Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. You fucking finally grew a fucking brain. I asked you a fucking question, you stupid fuck, so fuck you.
Okay.
Can I talk to your boss?
Your boss.
Because I know you're a piece of shit.
So he's calling 911
Yeah.
to do this?
Yeah, now he's asking for a manager. He's like a Karen.
Yeah, I'd rather talk to another cop than your piece of shit fucking ass. Piece of shit. Yeah, would transfer from a piece of shit motherfucker. Man. 4480 North Stewart. But I don't need the cops here.
Come pick me up.
And then he's like, I don't need the cops here. It's like, oh, well, you're in
I'm
trouble.
not asking for that. If you want to send them, fine. But I'm going to tell you what's going on. I didn't say that. Did you say that? So let's get a fucking question.
So he cusses out the next person.
Put the other bitch back on her. Fuck you.
So
No, put the other woman back on her. Fuck you.
Oh, he went to jail for
No.
this.
Put the other woman on.
You should. It's
Fuck
a waste of fucking time.
Piece of shit, motherfucker. You faggot ass fucking faggot. Fuck you. Put the bitch back on or fuck you. You stole his fucking car. So fuck you.
Wow.
Fuck
Wow,
you.
what a polite
You guys
Christian man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he's insane. Okay, is this when the cops show up? Oh, yeah.
That's a cop knock if
Yeah.
ever I've heard one.
Yeah, I finally got to turn around.
He's live streaming this shit.
Yep.
Fuck my downstairs. Cop, fuck the cop. They need a search warrant. Search you for what? Yeah, fuck the cop.
I think he starts smoking weed. Where's it? Yep.
You got a search warrant.
They don't need one, Trumpster Bob. You know what? I'm glad Trumpster Bob's out there keeping these cops on their toes, you know?
Hey, Bobby. How you doing, buddy?
How you doing, buddy? You're the cops talking to him. Here he is talking about the butthole challenge.
To pass the Trumpster Bob butthole challenge. What's your excuse, Joe?
I'm not gay. I can show my butthole other than.
Oh no, it's actually a not gay challenge. So
It's a
if
not
you're
gay challenge.
Then you don't want to show it. That's
yeah,
the
if
bottom
you're
line. So
gay,
you don't
then
show
you
it.
won't spread your butt cheeks and show me your asshole. Funny how that works.
But you're automatically gay. You got to blow that asshole because you can't prove you're fucking straight. No, you got to prove you're straight, Joe, because the mouth will say anything. But the picture's in your pie hole, bitch.
Yeah, show butthole.
Yeah, he's a piece of work. He also has these stories that are definitely not true about how he was basically like a super soldier.
Of course.
Yeah.
Saved a drunk lady from a fucking creek after she flipped her car into it. That
Similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do. There is one where he gets into a fight right here. He was living in like this weird like squatter mansion with a bunch of people, and they were running like a gambling establishment in the like living room area of this huge house, and he lived in like this shitty room that where like the ceiling was leaking and shit. But like a bunch of people lived there, and they worked at the casino downstairs.
Oh.
This was after he dyed his beard. So he had been feuding online with this guy with the hat on right here.
I see.
Y'all look like a shaker. You look like a shaker. I don't think so. No. Yeah. You gotta do something good. Oh no. Kiss your hands. Look at you shaking. Look at you. Now you're strong like that. Don't touch me.
The sound is so bad.
I think you want to show it in my house.
Oh, there we go. It's on. See all the gambling tables and shit?
Yeah. Running like an illegal gambling
Yeah.
establishment out of an old fucking mansion.
Yep. Yeah, there's a craps table at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Old man fight.
Yeah, this is not very impressive from either of them.
No.
You know?
And the one guy's like a martial arts instructor too.
Damn.
Well,
that's a shame.
With a lot of those people, they just say they are because there's like no like official governing body or like actual license or anything.
Yeah.
So,
They're bullshito masters, yeah.
Yeah.
Coals are burning real good down here. Real good. All them coals are burning real good. I love the barbecue bacon outside, that thick stuff. That puts a good aroma in the air, you know what I'm saying? No, that other truck ain't mine. This bad boy right here is my truck. Not that other bullshit. That ain't my truck.
You know, he has all these weird conspiracy theories too. He thinks the owners of Raising Cane's are like secretly like Islamic like Saudis that own it. Yeah. And I looked it up and it's just objectively not true. None of the people at the top of that company are like Arabic. They're all from like the South, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But I'll troll. I think he might even have Raising Cane's like blocked from his chat. Like I've tried to leave comments and they don't show up when I mention Raising Cane's.
Damn.
Hey, this is Trumpster Bob.
This is most certainly kicking with Ben. Hello. Yep. Says chicken.
Anyway, yeah, people have animated T-Bob. He's kind of like a lesser known lol cow type
I
guy.
see.
Yeah.
A fringe cow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's insane.
He seems like he probably is insane, yeah.
Yes.
Either that or he's just trolling really hard.
I don't
you know?
think so, because he's
That's-
been to jail a bunch of times, so I don't think he's trolling.
Yeah. You're probably right about
Yeah.
that then.
Yeah. He's not the nicest guy. He has his moments, but he's definitely like overall like a pretty terrible guy. Like yeah.
Seems like it.
Yeah. So he's fun to like he'll come, like Jared wouldn't come on this show. Like a bunch of people wouldn't come on to like actually talk, but he would come on all the time and he could be like, we would just like fuck with him, but he'd give it back too. So it was kind of entertaining to have him on because he's just
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Crazy is fun.
Yeah, I think so.
Sometimes.
You know
a
who-
certain level of crazy. And then it
Yeah, the worst kind of crazy is Jessica. You know Jessica?
Jessica.
King
I do not know
Cobra's
Jessica.
King Cobra's ex-girlfriend Jessica.
Oh, naked and screaming or whatever. her
Naked
name
and
is.
laughing. But yeah, they should have
Yeah.
called her screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have. Because you know like the whole backstory, right?
Not really. I really don't know the whole backstory. I did watch some of the breakdowns of, videos they made together and stuff.
Yeah.
With, of course, other people's opinions laden on top of that. But
They got into an
yeah, I know.
argument. They got into an argument about who the bigger alcoholic was, and he was like, "Fuck this! I'm like not gonna. He like hung up on her because she was live streaming and she called him and they got into an argument about who the bigger alcoholic was. I don't know if he knew she was streaming when she did it, but he was like, fuck this, I'm hanging up, and he hung up on her. And then she like was like, oh, you know what else he did? He like choked me, like basically saying like he abused her. And then he was like, all right, well now we're broken up. Like, don't, like, I guess she was planning to come out there again. He was like, don't come out here. Just stay away from me. I want to block you everywhere. Do not talk to me. That kind of shit. Well,
yeah,
she wouldn't stop talking about him. And then, like, the thing about her is that she's addicted to live streaming. She'll live stream, like, a dark room all night. You know what I mean? Or, like, she'll sit in a bathtub filming the wall of her shower, like for like 8 hours, and she'll be in the bath for like 8 fucking hours arguing and screaming at like trolls in the chat and stuff like that. She's insane. So
yeah, I mean that can't be good to live around, you know.
Oh, she lives with her parents, like her old parents.
Yeah.
She's like 40. She's 40, and Josh
She's
is like
Jared
33.
Genesis.
Yeah, they should hook up. But but so all of a sudden she just stopped streaming, and it's like, is she dead? Is she in jail? Come to find out, she's in Cobra's town, like stalking him, basically. Okay?
Aww.
But then, but Cobra gives in. Cobra gave in. He let her back in. She got him kicked out of his last apartment, too. He had to move to a new place because one of the times she was over there, she screamed at him all night. She lives on the other side of the country, by the way. She lives in, like, Virginia. And he lives in Wyoming. Of course. You know, so that's pretty far. So
yeah.
And I think she still talks about going back out there, even though he just like, he says he's done with her now. I'm like, don't let her back in if she comes back. Do not ever let her back in if she comes back. Because she was like live streaming without him knowing she was even live streaming in his place.
So yeah, just probably like taking advantage of him is what it sounds like.
She's
like taking advantage.
Yeah, I think so.
Because at least like he's got his own pad and shit. You know what I mean? And she's in there like disrespecting that.
Yep. Yeah, you know, he had a decent apartment, but now he got a trailer, and it's pretty big. Like it has 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and it's pretty big.
Dude, I'm gonna be dead ass honest with you. My wife and I, because fucking, you know, the goddamn fucking houses are so retarded right now. We're looking at buying a piece of land and getting a double wide and slapping it on there. Like, I don't need a big fancy fucking house. I'd rather have the woods, dude. So
yeah.
Just respect to the trailer, dude.
Yeah. So Cobra has like a way bigger place now because of all that.
That's good.
Yeah.
He hasn't let her back in there, has he?
She hasn't come back since. This was like a few months ago. He pops in, especially when we're talking about this, to like clear things up. And I had him on the stream like a week ago or so. Yeah. We hung out for a while, had some drinks.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's a chill guy.
I never had a problem with Cobes. I always had fun watching him.
Here's a stream that she took down, but she did it like early this morning, I guess. Let's see. Look at what she's wearing, by the way.
Dude. This looks like... Dude, is she real?
Sport. I only saw his print.
This is a laggy stream, so sometimes she kind of like drops frame
jitters.
Barely brushed it once, but
she hoards things too. She says she resells things. She'll like buy shit from thrift stores and mark them up and try to sell them online. She's not successful at it. So
I don't know what's going on.
Flapjacks.
I don't know. I never
Is that
looked
meth
at
mouth that she's got going on there, or what's going on?
I don't know. She does have some weird teeth. I don't know. People do call her Methica, but I don't know how true it is that she's into it. I know people thought she was doing huffing duster the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That tracks.
He was like digging into my inner thigh, and Josh like even told him to calm. Because I told him to calm down, but he couldn't. Cause you know,
She's talking about what's now known as the titty sucking incident, and it was where like Josh started like sucking on her boobs in front of his buddy, and then his buddy started joining in. That's like a and the reason we all know about this because she told us, and she leaked revenge porn of him and her together, of Josh and her together.
Yeah, this was a bad look.
Yeah,
she was a bad. Don't. I hope Josh has learned. Don't put your dick in crazy. You know,
and they don't, and it's like you want to just
because this is just crazy. Man, I wish I had 4 hands so I can give them titties 4 thumbs down.
Anyways, well.
Damn. Why would you? You know what, man? That fucking shirt, too. She's not wearing that right. That's not supposed to just.
No.
That says she's not wearing that shirt. Is it on backwards? I can't even tell what's going on.
I don't know what Aaron had. I would love to look. I should have looked at it. I should have.
She can never stop talking. Look at the faces she makes. Oh my god.
Oh shit, dude. Whatever.
But I will tell
Man,
you.
I can't.
Oh, you don't want to watch it?
No. I'm just I just have dude. You know me, dude. I think horrible things. My mind gets latched onto
let's
one.
hear it. Let's hear it.
You know, I gotta self-edit sometimes, bro.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
I went to Aaron's apartment at least like 2, maybe 3 times on my own to invite him over to Josh, and he always like tried to invite me in.
So she's trying to say like Cobra's buddy was trying to bang her, which I don't know if that's true or not, but
I mean, yeah, none of our business.
And yeah, well, she can never stop talking about him. Like it's been a while now.
Before he went
Dude, that must have been some good dick he slang. You know what I mean?
You know, it's funny. Later on, she does talk about how good it was. So there you go.
Yeah.
Like,
see, dude, she's taught. This is the problem, man. Sometimes you hit him with that good dick, and then you've got a swamp hag chasing you for the rest of your fucking life, bro.
Yeah. Yes, that is
and
crazy.
I never went in.
She looks like
I can
Gollum.
only imagine what he would do.
I've seen people edit her to make her look like that.
She actually looks like Gollum.
Yes.
So
yes.
If I knew what I knew now, maybe I should have. Hello. No, but
hold on,
Aaron. I would have liked to have compared the cocks. What did I sound like?
Okay, so now she's saying she wanted to, yeah,
I would have
she's
liked like have them both out of this and like that would be nice to compare them. That would be a fun game between the boys, wouldn't it? That would be a fun.
yeah.
So there is one picture of her where she really looks like Gollum. I use it for thumbnails a lot, like that right there, where she's like,
yeah,
like her eyes.
It looks like she's seeing the precious, man.
Yes.
Game between
Josh's dick might be the precious, dude.
It could be.
They wouldn't like who the winner is.
You've seen the
They
I'm
wouldn't
washing my face clip, right?
I don't know.
Okay,
It
hold on.
doesn't ring a bell. I probably
Okay.
haven't seen it.
Okay.
Aaron wanted me bad. I know I know you people on the internet. I know. I saw. I know. I'm just like trying to keep a straight face. I know how much he wanted me. I know. I was there. I was sitting right next to him. You think I don't know how much he wanted me? I could feel it. Do you think Josh was barely doing anything about it? No. Aaron could probably fuck me in the ass and Josh would, like, can I watch? Like, Josh wouldn't have done anything. I kind of do wish at some points I would have seen Aaron's cock. If it would have been nice, I would have slept it. If it would have been nice, I would have fucked it. But I didn't. So. But Aaron, literally, on the phone with me, he said, "I can't wait to fuck your brains out." And he was talking shit about Josh. And I hung up and I called Josh and I told, and then Josh, I told Josh about this, right? And he gets like mad and he has to like jack off to it.
What?
And then this one time, this guy, I'm very ADD. I've got a lot going on in my life. Way too many people messaging me that I can keep up with and stuff. So this one time, this guy was like sending me, he had pencil cock. I like fat. You can have a short, fat. Now, why am I saying this to you? You don't
Man,
even know.
Dude.
We're gonna do a little detour also because I need you to see this. This is her during what?
Put away.
This is one of her. Yeah, this is one of her bathtub streams. And her mom's like, "Get the fuck out of the bathroom! You've been in there for 8 hours." This is kind of like her version of the Jared video, where Jared screams at his dad.
You're telling me to hush. I didn't even do anything. I'm washing my face off. The water hasn't been on that long. What are you doing? I haven't done anything to you. Why are you telling me to shut up? I didn't do anything!
Yeah, this is drug induced right here. I don't know what
Why
kind
are
of
you telling
drug.
me to stop? I didn't fucking do anything! You're gonna call the police and have me locked up because I'm washing my face.
Could you not only does she take up the bathroom all day and everything, she's live streaming from their house constantly, everywhere. Yeah,
seems like it.
Yeah. Stop talking to me yeah.
It just makes me realize how many of these people there must be, these old people that are just taking care of a crazy failure to launch kid that they never could bring themselves to kick out of the house.
Yes. Yeah, I think the internet brings more of them out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because what else can they do? Where else are you going to see?
It's true.
Talking to you like what?
Talking to you like what? Like that, maybe? Oh, yeah, she's like, don't come back from Wyoming. They were probably hoping she just never came back. They were probably like, oh, shit.
Don't come back. I don't want you. What am I doing? I'm washing my face! What am I doing?
This is fucking...
What
I
am
couldn't
I
hang,
doing?
dude. I can't imagine Josh putting up with this for more than 5 minutes, dude. I don't know how he did it.
The video of her screaming at him the night before he got kicked out, the night that caused him to get kicked out of his last apartment. You can hear him just trying to get her to calm down, and she's just screaming at him like this. She's just
horrifying.
Yeah, a lot of Josh's malicious trolls switch to her because she's so much worse than
You're
him.
fucking cussing at me! I'm almost done with my fucking shower! What have I done to you? I'm trying to wash my face! What have I done to you? I'm trying to wash my face! What have I done to you? I did nothing to you! I'm trying to wash my fucking face!
So yeah. Yes.
Man. No can do, man. Couldn't do it. Couldn't hang.
No?
No, not even for a minute, dude.
It was a
Too much for
pencil
any man to bear.
thing.
Josh must be a superhuman.
I don't know.
He stuck
Something
with her
about
like
it,
way longer than everyone thought he would. Like we were kind of like
made me want to puke.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He gave it his best shot.
People send this shit to me. I'll send if I'm with someone and I will send them. Oh, well, I didn't say no. So I was like talking to Josh, but there was other stuff going on.
When I had Cobra on, he opened up a can of pickled pig's brains and ate them.
Oh God. That's fucking hey, more power to you, you know what I mean?
He says they're good.
There's other stuff going on.
Couldn't dare eat a pig's brain. I think I'd gag it up. But
And so I didn't.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he was eating it like straight out of the can, like with a fork.
And tell him at the time. I told.
It's in like a weird, like creamy white sauce.
That's that makes it even worse.
A few days later, but the person was blonde. And it's like Josh, he gets mad, and then he like pulls it out and starts like, I guess, to show dominance. I don't know. I don't know. But it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute in a way, but it's like, Josh, you gotta try harder. It's not all about your dick, sweetie. It's not all about your dick. Of course he was eye fucking me.
All right, you know what? I want you to see this too, where he let's see, where he puts the pig's brain. We don't even need to hear the sound
during the screaming. Is it okay to slap the person to make a point that the screaming is the problem?
Oh, you
know. Probably not. I mean, for legal reasons, no.
Yes, yeah. Look at the pickled pig's brain with the white creamy. He's putting it on a burger. That's
that's fucking disgusting.
He also puts bugs on it on the burger too. Like
why?
Like edible bugs made for consumption, not just like random bugs that he like finds somewhere, but yeah. He likes that shit. That's his shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he jacks off when he's angry. Yes, he does. I told you the day I caught him jacking off after I went to the fucking
You caught him? Like, what are you, like,
minutes.
his arbiter?
She got really mad because she, like, when she was staying with him, she left to do something and came back, and he was, like, jerking off to Chatterbait. And she, like, had, like, a freaking, like, meltdown because of it and did this whole stream where she was, like, passive-aggressively talking about it the whole time. It was crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And he had to prove to me, I guess, that so he was at his old apartment, the wall right outside the fridge. He's standing right outside that wall, right outside the kitchen, jacking off on the floor. And then the other time he was upset, the night, August 30th, before the movie, we were in a little tiff. We worked it out. He acts like couples don't. They do all the time. If you can communicate properly, but anyways, August 30th, after we had a thing, we got over it. He came over. I was doing my own thing at his dining room table, and he came over and whipped it out. Yeah, he likes. There's something about him when he gets mad, or I don't know.
Fuck sickos. Long live Ozzy.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, there's way
What he
more of
said.
it, but we don't have to watch the whole thing because it's just, you know, it's
Disgusting.
Madness. It's
Depraved.
Yes, it's madness.
Well, I think if Josh is now kind of using his hand, he traded up. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He traded up, Josh.
Yeah, breaking the dry
Congrats.
spell because he had like a 6-year dry spell. He's like, no, it was a bad decision.
Sure. Well,
Yeah.
we all, you know what? We all fuck up, guy.
Sure.
You know, don't be too hard on yourself about it.
He recently got a new phone because his phone broke, so he got a new one. So he's got that going on for him, you know.
Yeah. Good to have a phone, you know?
Yeah.
Need a phone these days.
Yeah. Well, he goes through them pretty quickly, but he got a new one recently. Shit. Someone sent me this video. This guy actually used to watch old school DP, and then he became like a Nick Fuentes guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fucking terrible. But he goes around like trying to troll people with like racist shit IRL, and like he thinks he looks really cool doing it, but it never really, he's the only one who sees it that way, I would say. Like right here.
You're gonna record me?
If you're gonna record me, I gotta record you.
Okay.
So what's your name?
Dan.
Dan?
Yep.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Dan.
Dan, how you doing?
Pretty good.
All right.
It's the guy holding the camera.
Okay.
No, I just find it a little ridiculous, you know? It's hypocritical and it's...
This guy here is like, I think he's there like for reproductive rights, I believe.
Not fair.
I think he's sauntering over here, perhaps.
No, you know, we had a conversation. I don't hate that guy. I disagree with him.
Yeah.
But I definitely don't hate the guy, you know?
Yeah, I see him out here.
He's, he's doing what he thinks is right, and I disagree with him, and I'm gonna make my opinion known. He's gonna make his opinion known.
What's his opinion?
His opinion is that women should not have access to health care.
Okay.
His opinion is that that women should not be able to get the health care that they deserve and that they earn, you know? And,
Sure.
He values the fetus more than the actual woman who is trying to have a baby or not have a baby.
Sure. You know, I would agree. You know, I think should probably increase abortion access for people of color. You know, like they're kind of an underrepresented.
All right. So you are a fascist. Okay. All right. Well, you have a good one, buddy.
No, we need to increase abortion access for people of color. What do you mean?
Yeah. So.
What a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
The apple fell too far from the tree.
Too far. Yeah. Yeah, one time we reacted to one of his videos and he did like a weird reaction that was very strange. It was because he was hanging out with like they were like Groiper type people, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Fuentes people or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see where the lady showed up at Nick Fuentes'? Yeah.
Yeah, I did see it. Frickin' Fuentes. Beating up old ladies for showing up at his house.
Stealing their phone.
Yeah.
Let's see what this is.
It was day-in-the-life TikTok videos like this that racked up millions of views for stay-at-home mom influencer Marlena Velez. This video of a trip to Hermes has almost 2 million views and 300,000 likes. But it was this now deleted video of a Target run that led to her arrest and social media notoriety.
This is all crazy. Let me know what y'all think.
Police in Cape Coral, Florida say what looked like an average Target haul was actually video proof of Velez's connection to a shoplifting case they were trying to crack. Last week, police posted this surveillance photo asking the public for help.
Like, why turn the evidence of a crime into content?
Right.
Identifying as
what a fucking nightmare.
Suspect, they say, scanned false barcodes at self-checkout, ringing up 16 items at cheaper prices and walking out with goods valued at $500. Police sharing their own social media video of what happened next.
We actually had one person reach out on
Did they put this on TikTok?
Instagram and say, hey, I want to remain anonymous, but here's their name and date of birth and their Instagram handle. So from there, we were able to look up her social media and even find on TikTok, she posted a video that day of herself going to Target, buying these items, and then taking them home with her.
Velez now faces one charge of theft and is out on bond.
Everything was documented, even the outfit that she wore. It shows like her getting ready with the outfit and even her glasses.
The stay-at-home Florida mom is now requesting a public defender in this case. NBC News reached out to a phone number for Velez listed on court documents but did not hear back. Other content creators now reacting to the news of this arrest with a reminder.
You should really stop comparing yourself to these influencers who have the life you dream of, because it's not always what it seems.
And so she's in house arrest? Is that what they said? I don't know.
I didn't hear house arrest.
Oh, okay. But yeah.
I'm not sure how she's still running the streets, but apparently she is.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the only like news related thing that I saw all day that I even was like interested in talking about.
Yeah. I mean, the news is pretty fucking dire and dismal nowadays, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I try to usually skip a lot of it just because it's, I don't know. Like
I mean, it's hard to fucking make content out of shit that's just fucking depressing as fuck.
Yeah, and it's the same. I mean, I guess, see, even though some people might look at like some of the other stuff I watch and it might be, I mean, like Jared, he's got kind of a depressing existence, but I guess it's more fascinating to me than I guess. I don't know how else to put it. I guess no one's getting like no one's getting like blown up or anything, you know.
Right.
So, I don't know.
Just a lot of war and a lot of bullshit.
Yes. Yeah, I'd rather watch King Cobra make his weird like food concoctions and eat those.
Yeah, why not?
I did cover the election though, like the actual like day of the election, and I'm not surprised what happened.
No,
you know,
I don't think anybody. Well, I mean, some people were really fucking surprised, to be honest, but I was not.
I thought it might have been closer than it was, but I told everybody I wouldn't be surprised. Like I would never like count Trump out after I saw him win the first time. You know,
yeah.
And it was so close the last time. So.
Yep. Yeah. There was just a lot of cope going on in a lot of people's minds, I think. Thinking that anybody had it sewed up versus Trump.
No, you can't underestimate him, because that was the mistake they made the first time. You know?
Yes. 100%.
Yeah, it's the whole belief that it's like, oh, now that he's done this or said this, there's no way he's going to win. And it's like, no, he'll do and say whatever, you know, get a mugshot of him. They'll put it on shirts and like celebrate it. You know, that's where we are with him. Like the people that love
Seems
him.
like it.
Yeah. Yeah, now we're like just riding the wave at this point.
Yeah, I've kind of given up on the whole electoralism shit. Like I'll talk about political outcomes that or important to me or whatever the fuck, but I don't think it's going to have anything to do with who people are voting for. I think it's just fucking waste of time at this point. It's just a dance that's not worth doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't want President J.D. Vance in 4 years.
I don't blame you.
Have you seen that movie? Did you see his movie that Ron Howard directed, Hillbilly Elegy?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad movie.
Yeah, it was okay. I don't know. They took a bad book and turned it into an okay movie. Like it had good acting in it. Like some of the actors in it were good. So, yeah.
But I mean, there's a good chance he's the president.
There's a good chance.
Trump is ancient.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, Trump could drop, and JD Vance could become president.
Yep.
There's already people shooting at him and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I don't want him though. He's like the worst Ohio has to offer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna get him.
There's a good chance.
Whether we want him or not.
Yeah, yeah, they're definitely. It's I don't know for sure, but I think like there's a definite chance. Like, I don't know who they would throw at him in 4 years.
Yeah, I can't even think about 4 years from now, to be honest with you. I'm so sick of talking about Trump and Kamala and the whole fucking circus of it. That like when people start like looking forward 4 years, I just want to shake them because that's a new thing that we do. People weren't like that back in the day. Like back in the day when the presidential shit was over every 4 years, people were just like, worry about that, when that time comes 3.5 years from now or some shit like that.
Yeah.
There was no like, who's going to run next time? It's like nobody ever cared. Nobody ever brought it up. So I don't know. It's just really hard for me to wrap my head around.
I think there's a lot of uncertainty because like you're tired of talking about Trump because he's stuck around in the political scene a lot longer than most people do. Usually like, you lose an election, you bow out. Like, you're president, you lose an election, you bow out and don't run again. That's a lot normally how it had been happening for a very long time. So he's been there for a while, and now it's just like completely uncertain who would even run against him because like it's all just the same old garbage over there. Like who would they run? It's just I don't know.
Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? Jon Stewart, Booty Judge.
I've heard that before. Jon Stewart. I don't think he would ever run.
I would hope not. If I were him, I would never fucking do it.
No, he's got a perfectly good life and career and everything. Only people who want to stay out of prison should do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a strange debate. This whole like presidential season with like the less debates and shit, like one debate.
Yeah.
They used to do way more and like nobody in like I get it during COVID, but what about like now they just it's like, yeah, nobody's gonna be there. We can't have anybody there.
Yeah, who the fuck knows, dude?
I don't know. It was really weird. It's very strange.
Yeah. Agreed.
It was all AI. It was all
dude, I don't believe any of this is fucking real anymore after that shit.
Dude, you have kind of scrambled my brains with the whole thing. What was that guy's name again?
Aegon Chalakian, bro.
Aegon Chalakian. That was one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time.
Dude, fucking Aegon Chalagian. He's not real, but the government treats him like he's real.
I'm afraid to talk about him because we did earlier and all the bots showed up. Now they're gone.
The bot swarm. Yeah, the bot swarm.
Yeah. That was so weird. Aegon Chalagian. Yeah. Yeah, so are you out of steam or did you want to go longer or how you doing?
I'm pretty out of steam. I could probably chill for a little bit and you know.
Yeah,
it's been a gauntlet of lolcowery tonight.
Yes. Yeah,
it was fun. It was fun, but yeah.
I feel like Jessica took the wind out of you a little bit.
Those fucking goddamn titties took the wind right out of my sails, bro.
The titties look like they had the wind literally taken out of them.
Dude, they look like windless sails themselves.
Yeah, or like deflated balloons. Yeah.
Oh shit. But yeah, as always, thanks for having me on, dude. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
it's always fun. And you know, we've got a rain check for at some point when there's not a bomb cyclone hitting you. When I come visit.
Yeah. I was like, what is a bomb cyclone? And people were like, oh, that's just something the news says to like scare people. And I'm like, okay. And then it literally like destroyed a whole bunch of shit and killed people. So apparently, I mean, you should be at least a little. Stupid. Yeah, you should be at least a little scared of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a tiny bit scared, maybe.
Yeah, the biggest danger was that it took down trees, and the trees here, you know, are just like gigantic. But I guess their root structure isn't as deep as like a maple or an oak tree. So they're very top heavy and huge, like very tall, way taller than like an oak or a maple or whatever. So
yeah,
that's how they knocked out the power grid by like falling on power lines. And then like a woman was killed just like taking a shower in her house. It like fell on her house, big tree, and like killed her.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That is sad. And it's probably just going to get worse and worse, right?
Yeah, the like the weird weather events. We had a weird heat wave several years ago where it got to like 115 degrees, but we just don't have, like, most houses here don't have air conditioning. So it got really bad here. A lot of shit broke down because of that too. And we had wildfires.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah, that is one thing about Pacific Northwest is wildfires. They get like smoky and
well,
shit.
Ain't no different from where I'm at now.
Yeah.
It's fucking wildfire central.
Those space lasers starting the wildfires.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up. I'll see you on the next stream. Thanks again for being on, Paul.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me. I'll see you guys next time.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.